Hello, hello. Welcome to Good Morning Source Gaming. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and a while since I've been on one of these. Uh, for your information, that song is something I put together with Apple Loops. I haven't uploaded it anywhere. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Anyway, today we've got a very special episode of Good Morning Source Gaming because the chat is disabled, just in case. And instead we have this handsome fellow, freshly shaven. I'm a Shadowlink. We have Colin Dram, and we do have Spazzy. He just joined. Okay, and I'm gonna unmute everybody and let everybody introduce themselves. Hello.
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 Okay.
So anyway, this is our
Hi.
nuanced, complicated thoughts on the Israel-Palestine conflict. Anyways,
Oh,
hi guys, now that
fuck.
we're live.
Oh, no. Colin Moriarty has entered chat.
Okay. So we've got me, a Shadowlink. We've got Colin. We've got Spazzy. But we also have a special guest. Care to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm the guy with the Mega Man avatar.
It's
Zippo.
notorious leaker Zippo.
Oh God, Tris, that was hilarious. I love you, Tris.
We love Triss so much.
I'm happy
This
to be
is
here. Thank you for having me.
yeah, this is momentous. This is
You're a little
this is
muffled
Source
there,
Gaming.
Zippo.
What's that?
You're a little muffled there.
Hold on.
That's how he hides his voice. It's his he's got
Hear me
one of
now?
the Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Triss is my favorite former Source gamer. Take that, Colony.
Speaking of Triss, their house was unfortunately lost in a fire, and they have a fundraiser going on to help them recover from that. Them and their family. The link to that fundraiser is in the description. If you can donate to that, that would be swell. And I'll be reminding about that at the end of the stream also. Now,
I'll allow you to interrupt me trying to call out Connor Eats Pants in my joke because giving money to Triss is good.
We don't need to piss off everybody.
Oh boy.
Let's
love-
try it.
we're burning
I
the
love
bridges
Johnny.
today.
I love all Source gamers except for the one that I was talking about previous to us going live.
Oh
Fuck
shit,
that one
We're not
guy in
really-
particular.
Spazzy.
No.
We're not really
Spazzy, we have to talk. What is your beef with me? We need to talk this out.
Oh.
How do you know that you're already a former Source gamer? Is what I want to know.
I'm getting fired
Oh.
today, live
But,
on stream.
But oh man, this is gonna be a lovely jam-packed episode because we have AMA questions. But also we have games we played this week. But also, I guess at some point, Spazzy and I can talk about our date.
We did. We had a
Alright.
play date. It
We
was.
had a
it was
play
fun.
date. Yeah, our
Alright,
mom
here
set
we
it up.
go.
Yeah, remember when your mom and Pat's mom set up play date for you guys?
Oh man,
That's how we
I
seal the
can't
deal.
believe Nantan
On,
let you play together.
that's like how we seal a deal on every Source Gaming meetup. Is we have to have our moms communicate. Like my mom talked to Matt's mom when he came over for the Majora's stream. It's just how it works.
We didn't mention the fact that I'd be playing Summer Lesson for 6 hours.
Hell yeah. Well, that was well you were like don't tell my mom.
Man, so I put on the YouTube stream to look at the comments, and because I'm a responsible person, I'm sitting through all of these ads.
Yes.
So to maximize, as I do for every YouTube video, not just ours,
Bless.
obviously.
The responsible thing
But
to
man,
do.
this Manscaped ad is like 12 years long.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, that is what Virgil uses for that clean shaven look. Right there.
Is Manscaped?
Yes.
God. I've had YouTube Premium. I have never looked back. Like,
Weirdly
it's a
enough, he
godsend.
uses the
You,
ball trimmer for his head, not the.
I just hope the next ad after this is Dr. Squatch. So
for anyone not in the know out there, YouTube Premium gives more money than watching ads. So I don't know if you want to
True.
support your friends or the people you're fans of. You might want to consider getting YouTube Premium instead of watching
You should
ads.
probably get YouTube Premium. I highly recommend it.
yeah.
I was doing. I wish they kept it as YouTube Red. That was funny. I was doing a little experiment with like a fresh YouTube account on like a Fire TV stick, and I was like, man, I do not miss this. I do not miss YouTube with ads.
Yeah.
Like trying to watch a Germa stream, it's like, oh Jesus Christ, it's like 16 ad
boy,
breaks.
I think I told you guys this, but I for a long time it's been I've kind of fallen off it, but I used to go biking for about 15 miles every day. I live on a golf course, and screw those guys. I'm gonna use it for whatever I want to use it for. Golf course.
Okay.
And I would listen to just like I'd find like a 45-minute something YouTube video. Like normally I'd try to find like an actual podcast, but it's really annoying when you're watching a YouTube video. I'm all like, I don't know, let me watch some, Mr. Sunday movies. It's funny, haha. I'm riding my bike, and then all of a sudden there's like an hour and a half ad in the middle of it.
Hour and a half.
Oh,
You're biking,
Yeah.
and then like the Lego movie starts.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
it's
like
absurd. Yeah.
I
Other guy is
I
quiet.
literally
Other
sat-
guy who is quiet. What is their voice tone sound like?
Who is the quiet man?
If it's Zippo again, I've got to turn them up to like 200 at this point.
I think Zippo's the other guy because he's.
Yeah, I think Zippo is the man in the corner.
If it's
But
me,
yeah,
I don't know.
If it's me-
I don't know.
I got a literal Dungeons and Dragons game, and I'm like while biking, and I had my my phone in my pocket, and I'm all like, I don't know, why is this not ending like 30 minutes into it?
Well, while we figure out this mystery, let's
This mysterious mystery.
let's talk
Anybody
about-
also before that, anybody active in the chat, please tell us about our volume if anything's bad.
Yes,
Zippo
please.
There we
man
go,
is
Rivers. Thank you, Rivers.
quiet. Okay,
Thank
Thank
Zippo.
you.
Love you.
Zippo, you are oddly muffled, like more than
Hold
usual.
on. Let
It's
me
that
see.
scream voice changer he's using. He's gotta.
He's got to protect his identity.
Yeah, he's-
Apologies if I misspeak at all during this stream. I have not slept. I'm running on pure Dunkachino right now.
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit, yeah. We'll
okay.
we'll wait for the stream, but while we're waiting for that, what were you gonna say, Colin?
What did we play this week?
Oh, I didn't play a thing.
Oh God damn it!
I just finished. I finished classes this week, so there's a high possibility my stupid long videos are coming back sometime soon. And aside from that, I watched the Castlevania Netflix series.
I did too.
Despite
as well.
hating the third season like vehemently, on record, we literally did a Good Morning Source Gaming about that one. I got a friend telling me that 4 was a lot better than season 3, so I'm like, all right, I'll bite the bullet. Season 4 of Castlevania is a very interesting experience.
They gender swapped Grant for.
They
for
absolutely did. The
Yeah,
town is
totally.
the town is his fucking last name.
Yeah, and it's Greta, which is clearly like, how do we?
They also
gender-
make her
yeah.
want to bone Alucard. So
No, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. I can understand wanting to add another prominent female protagonist, and Grant's kind of a nothing character, if we're being
Yeah.
honest, So why not? But at the same time, I feel like they kind of indicated that Alucard was bisexual. You could
yeah,
have literally had Greta as Grant and changed nothing.
yeah.
Literally nothing. Even the wanting to bone Alucard.
I think people complained though.
That's weird. because the
Regardless of that, regardless
Yeah.
of people being stupid about video game characters on the internet, and their sexualities. Like season 4 feels like a knee-jerk reaction to season 3 at times, because they whenever something important from season 3 comes up, they do a flashback to it and they show you everything you need to know. So you don't need to watch season 3, and anything like almost all of the major plot threads left over from season 3 just get wrapped up in like 1-2 episodes. It's honestly
Listen, man,
surreal.
You can say whatever you want about season 3, but Isaac fighting Legion was a very cool moment.
Isaac
Yeah, I agree.
continues to be the best part about this show.
Yeah, that's why I don't have as much of a problem with Greta in general, because you can take a character like Greta or Isaac that is not an important character and literally just do
Isaac is
and do whatever you want with them.
Isaac is a huge improvement over the games. Like,
Oh yeah, the game Isaac is one of the
Game Isaac
dumbest
is
Castlevania characters.
oh
From
my God.
design to motivation to literally everything about him is stupid.
leather bondage, revenge man.
Yeah, not a fan. But I think it might not be just a knee-jerk reaction to the fan response, because the fan response to it actually was very positive. I know you did it, no, dude. If you look,
I see. Like it like trends towards positive, but there's still like quite a bit of negative reaction from genuine parts of the fan base on that one.
yeah, but the Castlevania fan base is tiny.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. It's also definitely
no.
because they fired the writer.
Writer, yeah, I was about to say that's the
So
biggest thing.
like the leftover material that he was gonna use for the show was like probably 2 more seasons, and it's very, very clearly squished into 1, which sucks because like the parts that are good are rushed, but there's still that goddamn problem where he meanders for fucking ever with some of the characters, and I think the dialogue in this season is the worst it's ever been.
Well, I actually think Warren Ellis's dialogue is sometimes it borders on edgelord.
Yeah, absolutely. This season bordered way too much on edgelord sometimes.
But the thing is, as edgelord as Warren Ellis is, he's actually not bad at writing dialogue. That's just so when you take him out of it and you try to replicate his style, it's more.
No, he wrote this.
Did he write the script?
Yes,
Okay.
he wrote it.
Yeah.
The reason I say they fired him is because they ended the show on this season, so
Well,
he had to wrap everything up.
I know that
he wrote everything. He wrote everything. He still has the writer's credit.
Yeah, but I'm sure that things were changed, because there's things that don't feel like things he would have done, in my opinion. Even putting Greta as
okay,
because he was still against just Grant in general. I feel like things were changed.
The cursing in the first episode that Sypha does is some of the most juvenile shit I've ever seen. There's like a 5 out of 10 chance that he actually wrote that. But generally, like when there are 2 characters in a room and they're talking about their ideas, they repeat their ideas at least once during the conversation, and it goes on for fucking ever.
I actually haven't finished it, so I'm not comfortable really talking about the season as a whole.
That's fair. I won't ruin the ending, because the ending's genuinely like pretty good, but also they closed the door on any future Castlevania adaptations in the same universe, so
they already said they were looking into other Castlevania.
Not in this like version of the Castlevania universe. That's done. The door is shut. There's no way they can fucking continue from here.
Netflix literally said we're looking at doing other characters in this same universe.
I doubt it. I fucking doubt it'll be the same universe.
Literally what they said. So
no, I mean they said it, but I doubt it'll actually be the same universe. It'll probably just be the same actors, whatever, but like not the same iterations of the characters. No way in hell. They literally can't. Not without this series ends. We can bring in Nanten and have our fucking 3-hour long discussion whenever you're done with it and he's done with it if he watches it. We can make a continuation of our discussion on this fucking show.
I'd like to be honest. I also for the first season did a conversation with Wolfman about it.
Oh, well, that's another thing. But yeah, I actually ended up liking it. Half the season had me like groaning and cringing, and the other half was like, okay, I'll watch the next episode now.
Well, I'm looking at the audience score in Rotten Tomatoes because I don't care too much about the critic rating for this. But season 3 was 84% and season 4 is 94, which I feel like
it's a lot better than season 3. It's a lot better than season 3. Although the animation is worse. Like the first few episodes of this season
I heard it was choppy.
have the first episode in particular has the worst animation that has ever been in this show. It's kind of amazing watching it because like in like episode 2 they flash back to Lisa on the stake from season 1, and the animation just gets spontaneously like better out of nowhere, and it's oof. But yeah,
they needed to get some of that animation budget over to He-Man, so I get it.
They no, they blew all the animation budget on literally episode 9. You'll see it when you get there. You'll understand.
I think I know what it is already, but
yeah,
we'll leave that.
Just to let people in the audience know, Lament of Innocence fans are gonna have a treat.
Oh man, that game sucks. Oh no, that game sucks. Ugh. I can't stand that game. Ugh.
I don't hate Lament of Innocence.
It's very budget, amateur Devil May Cry.
It is
essentially.
It's one of the better 3D Castlevanias.
It's better than Devil May Cry 2.
Oh man, is it better than the N64 one?
I will hand over my.
It is definitely better than Castlevania 64. 100%.
Both of them, yes, for sure. But that's not a high bar.
No, that's not
a high. Yeah,
I'm gonna pass my baton.
It's worse than the demo for the Dreamcast Castlevania.
Spazzy,
wow.
Spazzy, did you play anything this week?
I played some Dead Cells.
Oh, that's a cool game.
Yeah, and I played some Battle Axe.
Oh, nice.
And I played a little bit of Doom Eternal. I did not play any Doom Returnal though, because I don't have a PS5.
You're not missing much.
I'm very excited to play Returnal and buy it for $10 in 2 years when I buy a PlayStation 5
Slim. Yeah.
It'll be a real good time. I have so now that I have the Xbox Game Pass, I was all like, let me check out this Dead Cells. I like things that are kind of Metroidvania-y. I like roguelikes. This seems like something I would like, and I did. I like it. It's pretty fun.
Nice. Okay.
Yay.
Colin, you've been playing a game, or have you already gotten to the second one? Have you? Where are you?
So I started playing Famicom Detective Club. And I'm almost done with the first game. I paused last night. I think last night I honestly could have beaten the game. It doesn't feel like it's a very long game. But I think that's more like compared to other games. I would say it's probably like 8-ish hours long total.
That's probably pretty good for one of the first games in its like format.
That is sort of the incredible thing. I have no experience with the original Famicom Detective Club outside of watching the Game Center CX episode of it and then like completely like forgetting everything that happened in that episode. Probably for the better, so the spoils don't affect me, you know. But if this is like obviously like all the art and the animation is like brand spanking new. You can tell like there are certain graphics that they would not show in a fucking Nintendo NES game. I will not spoil anything. I'm not here for the big spoils. But I will say that I mean, I don't know how much of it like is and isn't like a literal just like 1-to-1 of the original game, like as far as like the way it plays go or the way the dialogue goes. But oh man, it's held up really well. it doesn't really like feel like a slog in any way, shape, or form. Like it's paced really, really, really well. And it's constantly like keeping you going. And I could, as I said, I could have beaten it. I could have beaten the first game, which is the missing hair, last night. But I didn't. Just
I'm sorry.
I,
I'm mid donut, but did you just say hair?
I know I'm fucking with you. I was trying to see
Fucking-
if you,
Fucking.
Oh god.
I wanted to see if someone would catch that. But yeah, the blue one, am I right, gamers? Because that's what everyone's just referring to them as, the blue one and the red one.
The blue one, the red one. Like it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm at chapter 9. It's 11 chapters long, supposedly. And I'm really liking it. I'm really, really, really liking it. This is without spoiling anything, I'll say this much. I hate the fact that people have been like comparing it to Ace Attorney, because I think it's like unfair to both games, considering
Definitely.
one game is like 35 years old and the other was probably very heavily inspired by the other one. But it does play kind of similarly to Ace Attorney.
Kinda.
The investigation stuff. Like, if you are familiar with the investigation stuff from Ace Attorney, like you will be familiar with the how Famicom Detective Club works in terms of its quote unquote gameplay. I think the only real major difference is that, I guess, unlike in Ace Attorney, there's no like courtroom segments, obviously, so there's not really like a fail state.
Chat, I'm sorry. Zippo's just gonna have to speak up. I can't turn him up anymore.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me hold on.
So Colin,
Yeah.
about that Ace Attorney connection, what's going on?
I'm just saying that generally, like, if you're familiar with the investigations like aspect of the Ace Attorney games, like, you'll be more or less familiar with how Famicom Detective Club plays, because it's pretty similar. It even does that same thing where like sometimes you'll talk to a character about a subject, and then you'll talk to a character about another subject, and then you have to go back and click like a previous option to ask them about the same thing again to further the story.
So
which go on.
Do you think if they make a remake of the third one, it'll be the purple one?
Yeah, it'll be it'll be the Discord blurple one.
I've been holding that one in.
Hell yeah.
Give me a moment. I need to switch out my earbuds because I think my headphones are bleeding into the stream, and that's bad.
Oh, okay. Sad. Real cavalcade of fun we're having here. But
you can keep talking.
I know. But unlike,
was I not muted? I thought I was muted. I was sneezing all over the place. Man,
oh, you were muted.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I don't want to give everybody cyber COVID.
Yeah, bless you, and also with you. Let us pray. But I think the difference between this and like the Ace Attorney investigations is that usually Famicom Detective Club loves to lock the player in a room. So it's not like Ace Attorney where you'll end up like, if you get stuck at like a certain dialogue, like you end up going between like 5 different rooms, like pixel hunting every single thing in the room, and you're like, what did I miss? Famicom Detective Club kind of locks you in a room, and you can just kind of try every option until you find the thing that actually gets you out of that room.
Yeah, that's how these games work.
Yeah,
any of the actual gameplay.
It doesn't feel like tedious though, and after a while you can kind of pick up on what you're supposed to do. Like it's very obvious that it's like, without getting into spoilers, it's like you'll ask about Yuri, and then you'll ask about Jiro, and then in the when you ask about Jiro, the character will say something about Yuri, and then you gotta ask about Yuri again, and then like you really do kind of pick up on it, and I would say I think for most players, like maybe those middle few chapters, like chapters like 4, 5, and 6, might be the most likely to get stuck on, because you'll be kind of like, you'll be kind of new to like having to repeat click things a lot. But by chapter 8, you'll be like, oh, I can just breeze through the game now. Yeah, Rivers in chat brings up. I think
did
the only
did somebody catch the little thing I put on the stream? Somebody did.
Oh, I did.
Somebody did.
I did. God damn it! That's what you were doing. You weren't changing out your headphones.
No, I was.
You were fucking with us.
I was actually changing my headphones.
Oh.
So Zippo's guest icon is a dot GIF, and it is set to cycle on like 5 minutes or something. Or
Oh
maybe
my
like
God.
half an hour or some shit. I don't know what I set the
my
intervals to, but
God.
it's a fucking Joe joke.
What the fuck? Who left? Who did we lose? Oh
Hello?
God! Oh no! We
Oh no!
lost Zippo.
Oh man, he didn't appreciate the Joe joke.
You fucker!
I was gonna ask him what he played.
Now
Oh,
we
no.
gotta wait for him to pop up another.
All right,
VC.
hold on. Okay, so I
What?
played
What do you? Oh, that's mean.
No, I'm sorry.
That's fucked up. I don't know, bros. I really like Famicom Detective Club. It's really good. It's a shame no one will buy it because it's an anime visual novel.
We
I
love you,
guess.
Zippo. I'm sorry.
But god damn it. I cannot believe a
Hey, Colin.
Nintendo. What?
Do you know how much of the actual gameplay or interface was really changed? I'm just curious. Compared to the
Everything.
original release, it was
Everything.
a complete overhaul.
Complete
Yeah,
overhaul.
it's like
It's very modernized.
There was a tweet by a Nintendotuber who's like, "Oh, I kind of wish they released the original so we could see how much has changed." And it's like, I don't think you need to see the originals to see how much they changed. You're going from like a fucking Famicom game to like a modern Switch game. Like the presentation is completely different.
The most interesting one is the Satellaview remake of the second game. Because that game like genuinely has really good production value on it.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. I can drag him back in.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Zippo's just constantly dodging those
Okay, much
Nintendo
better.
ninjas,
Hopefully,
man.
should be.
Oh my god,
Zippo-
that is much better.
Zippo keeps
Okay.
zipping all over the place.
Oh my god, my sandwich is here.
I just ate a delicious donut.
Oh, he's
from
in
Mojo
the patron chat. He was in the patron chat. I can't see the patron chat. No wonder.
Well, it doesn't matter. I got it, brothers. I got it, Game Brothers. But
Let
yeah,
me know about the volume since he's no longer the same anymore.
I like that you can switch between the old music and the new music, but I'm gonna be real. I think I just prefer the new music. I haven't gotten to the second game yet, and I really like the second game's like Super Famicom soundtrack. So that might be a little bit of a internal struggle. But as far as the first game goes, where it's oh my god, you get $5 each for a coffee. Choose your
Ryo.
cafe wisely. Whoa,
Ryo,
thank you,
I'm just gonna buy another Dunkachino. I'm sorry.
But as far as like the original Famicom soundtrack versus like the new arranged soundtrack, like
Yeah, I like both.
the arranged
Yeah, I'm a
soundtrack
fan
I
of
think
both.
is just plainly better. Not that the arranged soundtrack is like literally arranged. It's like it's clearly all being done on a keyboard, but like I don't know. They do a really cool thing where like songs that are meant to sound city pop like actually sound city pop, and then they have songs that play around with like sort of like a vintage synth sound and stuff. It's kind of cool. I think that's really the only thing I kind of wish they leaned into the more like, oh, this is from the 1980s kind of aspect of the game. Maybe tried to base like the art design around maybe looking like the original Dragon Ball. You know how like old 80s anime looked, where it's like it's very soft and like there's like, like these like thick dark outlines on everything. And everyone has like the super proportional like fucking like giant baby anime heads.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I kind of wish they did more of that, because that would be kind of cool. Maybe they'll do that for the the third game or a new game,
I like
which God, I
Yeah.
hope they do more.
I kind
Yeah,
of
I think it depends on how well this sells. Like, I think if it sells well, I think we'll definitely get another one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it does well, because that third one's kind of lost to time. It would really be the one that would most need a remake.
Yeah. I think y'all should pick it up.
I'm
Show Nintendo that yeah, bro, make more games with blood in it. Like, holy shit.
they've been blood free since like God, Twilight Princess?
Like, obviously like there's stuff they co-own, like Fatal Frame, that has gore, but
Okay,
no,
that's fair.
this is a first party Nintendo IP.
I do like how the new games look, though I don't like the live 2D like style they've got going. I wish they would static. That's just a personal thing though.
So in motion, it's actually kind of weird. I guess I'll talk about the animation really briefly, because it's like it uses a combination of live 2D, but like also like very obviously like animating in some aspects. Like when a character is just kind of like sitting or like staring at you, like they'll move a bit because they're
Mhm.
breathing, and then it's like, oh, that's live 2D. But there's
Yeah.
also segments where they'll have like you go to a character's apartment and they fully animated a guy walking off an like animated what the fuck, walking off an elevator, turning left and like walking away, and you're like, no, that's
interesting.
yeah, they do the same thing about there's like a scene early on. It's actually really funny. You go to a doctor's office and the nurse is like, oh yeah, the doctor is in, and then they animated the doctor like leaning in the doorway in the background to be like, oh, hello. But then they don't animate the nurse sitting at her desk. They just like do a crossfade for her turning around.
Anders, The Missing Heir is the first game, and The Girl Who Stands Behind is the second one. If you can only get one right now, go for The Missing Heir.
Yeah, The Missing
and I
Heir is the
believe
first one.
owning one of them gives you a discount for the other one.
Yeah, that's right.
Regardless, you get like both games for 60, like together. But they are 35 each. That's actually like
who cares about anime game? Nintendo should have made Scrimblow Bimblow 2 instead.
You know,
I actually will say
on the Scrimblow Bimblow fans, man. We've been waiting 15 years.
Yeah, let's go.
15 years.
Come on.
I will say though, like there's been a lot of there's been a lot of like discourse about like the price and everything. But I think if they released these games on the 3DS with the same pricing scheme, no one would have bitched.
No.
It's just that it's now on the Switch that all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're charging this, even though there's like clearly a shitload of effort on display. Like, these are not like these were, I mean, like, not to say that these are like high budget productions. Like, you can tell where they kind of cut corners in some aspects, like the animation. But like, God, there's so much effort. Like, they really put a lot of fucking work into making sure like a lot of the art is like very unique from scene to chapter to chapter. The backgrounds look fucking great. They have like a lot of like cutaway animation. And the music is banging too. So yeah, I don't know. I think they're well worth it.
Yeah, I think whatever I was gonna say about these whole remasters. We've been having this debate forever, but like,
Yeah.
I think when Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, when that thing gets announced, it's gonna be ugly. People are gonna be like, "What?
Oh no,
$60
we're already
for
getting into
these?"
the getting into the notorious
$60.
Zippo leaks.
$60.
Yeah, those are gonna be
$60 each.
$60. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
$60
no.
each. I love. I'm
You think
hoping.
so?
I'm hoping.
Oh man.
I want to see the
You want the
discourse.
world to burn. You want the world to burn.
I always want the world to burn.
Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about Famicom Detective Club
Okay,
now and
Zippo,
go
you
to
played
sandwich.
anything?
Do I? Okay. Actually, I've been on a platforming like kick this week. I don't know why, but I played Donkey Kong Country 2. That game is pure Kino. Like that game's a masterpiece.
Love that soundtrack.
Yes. I played Donkey Kong Country Returns. That game kicked my ass, I have to say. Like I played it like a really long time ago. I don't remember it being this difficult.
I've been interested in revisiting it with not motion controls.
Yeah, I played it on Dolphin. Like it controls really well. Like I love the way it feels, but oh man, like those last 3 worlds are brutal. Like it's like
I've seen them.
Yeah, it's
If,
really difficult.
If anyone from Nintendo is listening, Zippo was saying that he plays on a literal dolphin using
Oh no!
actual Nintendo hardware.
Oh no!
Very impressive.
Listen.
He's actually a lot of people don't know this. He's a trainer over at Discovery Cove and SeaWorld for the dolphin. So it's, he
Zippo
needs to get his gaming in
trains.
when he can.
Zippo
Yeah.
trains the
Sold me out.
dolphin. He trains the dolphin in my Twitch banner on twitch.tv/ashadowlink.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've been sold out. Thanks, guys. I also played a little
Traveler
bit
of the
Tropical
Stars.
Freeze.
They're never going to make a collection of Zelda games. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
not ever. Like collector's edition doesn't count. That was like a bundle, like a console bundle. That doesn't count.
You'll get a limited edition Master Sword that you can plug into your TV for $100.
yeah.
Someday.
Essentially, I can see some garbage like that, like overpriced garbage. Yeah, I can see it.
That
They're just
them all
like
badly emulated on
there's a 25K edition of Skyward Sword that comes with the Master Sword and Hylian Shield from the commercial.
Why is everybody
Love
on
it
mute
when my
now?
jokes
Yeah,
don't,
why is everybody
land.
muted?
I mute whenever I sip on my Dunkachino.
Okay, I was like,
gotcha.
and yeah, Colin is, I don't know.
He's getting a
probably playing-
Sammy.
He's getting a Sammy.
That's true. Okay, all right.
I also played Tropical Freeze. That game's like absolute Kino as well. That's a masterpiece. Like I just was in the platform mood. I also played Phantasy Star 4. Like I love that game. I haven't played
Phantasy
it in...
Star 4 is so good. Every Phantasy Star except for Phantasy Star 3 are
Yes, I agree.
exceptional games. Yeah, but
Yes.
I do appreciate that Phantasy Star 3 tried.
Yes,
They
tried something different. Yeah.
They did the generation gimmick before Fire Emblem did it. Before any other big franchise did it, they said, "Hey, let's have 3 different generations of heroes that change depending on who you decide to marry." And it sounded good on paper, but it played like garbage.
Yeah.
But Phantasy Star 4,
agree.
Phantasy Star 4 is up there with the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy games. Like,
yes, I completely agree.
It's a
Dragon
masterpiece.
Quest as well. Yes.
Yeah.
It was like coming home. Like I haven't played it in 7 or 8 years, so like getting like acclimated and all that stuff, it took no time at all. So I really enjoyed playing that again.
Yeah, Nantendrix and I recently played through the first Phantasy Star for a podcast series that we're doing. And man, like that series was so it's really interesting going back. I think everyone goes back to 16-bit JRPGs and there's a reason for that. Because 8-bit JRPGs have aged like, yogurts.
Like milk, yeah. Like totally.
Yeah, exactly. They're not that great. But it's interesting to visit certain ones of them. And Phantasy Star, I think, the original for Master System, if you play Phantasy Star and then you play Final Fantasy, which came out within a month from each other, it's amazing that they came out within a month, let alone on the same generation of hardware. Like,
because it
it's
feels so advanced, like
yeah,
the
it
first
does.
Fantasy Star, and
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Sega Ages version,
yeah.
fantastic,
And Dragon's Quest,
fantastic.
and that's the way to play it because you have the map.
Yes,
Because that's the
mhm,
most annoying part of the game. 100%.
exactly. Yeah,
And also I would suggest Dragon Quest 3 and 4 it's amazing that those I think are Famicom games because they really laid out just how JRPGs were going to be for at least a
exactly.
decade.
Yeah, because I always say this, like Dragon Quest 3 in Japan. That's basically like the 8-bit Final Fantasy 7, essentially. Like what it did for
Yes.
Mhm.
JRPGs and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I think, yeah,
And it still holds up. Like,
yeah,
I think the problem is that not that it's a real problem, obviously, but I think a lot of people when they think of 8-bit JRPGs go to the first Final Fantasy, and that's honestly one of the worst.
one of the
8-bit
worst ones for
it's
sure.
So
It's
bad.
yeah, it's buggy. Like it's just
It's not as
like one of
bad
the
as Final Fantasy 2 though.
Yeah, Final
oh,
Fantasy
oh
2.
yeah,
My favorite thing about Final Fantasy 2 is because the first Final Fantasy used Dungeons and Dragons logic. So you
Mhm.
didn't have magic points, you had like a limited number of spells. Which is cool, but really weird to play that in a Dragon's Quest clone, which is what it was. And
Mhm.
it didn't really work, which is why on future releases or redos of that game, like the PS1 one, they completely redid it so that you had magic points because that makes more sense in that type of game. But man, I don't even know what I'm saying. Shit.
I mean, Final
lost it.
Fantasy 2's plot is
Oh,
crazy though.
Final Fantasy 2. That's there. Thank you.
Yeah,
The plot is crazy, and the fact that you level up every single thing you do separately, like this is how I attack left-handed with a sword, and this is how I attack right-handed with an axe. And
base.
everything
Yeah.
it's so ridiculous. It's
like it's crazy. Like I recommend if anyone wants to play 2, I don't know why, but the GBA PSP versions are pretty good. I will say.
yeah, they're better, but they're still hamstrung. Final
There's
Fantasy
still
didn't.
Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 3 is not bad. Final Fantasy 3 is actually a
Yeah.
decent 8-bit JRPG, but
Nice.
it's still, I would say, is worse than a Phantasy Star. It's still worse
Yes.
than I would say it might be on the level of Dragon Quest 2, but not on Dragon Quest 3 and 4 or better. Like
Mm.
honestly, Final Fantasy didn't become a great series until Final Fantasy 4 on the
4,
Super Nintendo.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
4 definitely. I feel like brought the series forward to where it's not there now, but I think it's
mean-
like it's advanced.
And
like,
whenever
There's
anybody
a reason that 4 is the 2 that we got.
yes,
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, but Mother, Earthbound Beginnings. Whenever anybody tries to tell me that's like one of the great 8-bit JRPGs, I'm all
You're
like,
out of your mind.
You haven't played that.
So like
It's
Earth-
charming as hell, and I like it.
yeah,
but
Earthbound
it's not good.
Beginnings is basically like obsoleted aside from the story by Earthbound itself.
Yeah, it feels like an
Yes.
alpha build of.
Yeah, it's
Earthbound.
so similar too that like aside from how the game's like
Story unfolds in the
yeah
enemies.
the story unfolds like later on, like you might as well just be playing the same game.
Yeah, essentially, because like if I didn't know what the two games were and I saw them side by side, I'd say, oh, Earthbound is like a remake of like that game, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much a soft remake.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Teddy and Pooh are the biggest differences in your party, but besides
Yeah.
that, like,
And Teddy's temporary too.
I know Nintendo, Anna, and Lloyd aren't the same characters as,
Yeah, but
as
they,
Jeff, Paula,
they're
and Ness,
they're
but they're
very close.
essentially the same characters. There.
Right.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing that game does is the differences between the final bosses are quite like massive, even if they have
Yes.
a very similar name.
Yeah, and like I don't think that Earthbound Beginnings for an Earthbound or Mother fan is worth playing. It's just it has so many problems. Like for the time it came out, it's not very graphically impressive. I know that's a weird thing
Yeah.
to say about
Oh,
8-bit
like
RPGs, but
Dragon Quest. It came out the same time as Dragon Quest 6, and that game looks incredible
yeah.
visually. You know.
Even it's funny, even Earthbound on the Super Nintendo isn't a
Yeah,
very visually
the
impressive game.
first two Mother games are very behind the times visually. The third one is very actually like well done.
For the hardware it's on, especially.
Yeah.
I actually like Earthbound better than Mother 3 because I like the.
Oh
It's just a personal thing. Just
no,
kind of the
I like
sentiment,
Earthbound better than Mother 3 too, but like
Mother
Mother 3
3's
definitely
yeah.
had the most effort put into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not effort per se, but like the most polish. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm weird, but like the N64 version of Mother 3, I thought that looked bad. I was like, well, I don't know if this is going to turn
Most
out well.
games
Maybe
from that era haven't
yeah,
aged too
No.
good.
yeah. And like I said, I love Super Mario 64, and I'm gonna get some shit for this, but it's ugly. Super Mario 64 is
Super
butt
Mario
ugly.
64 is a very clinical looking game.
Yeah, like it's charming, but it's butt ugly.
You know what's funny? Another game that I played, and I played it for the first time for that podcast series with Nantenjax because we're talking about Mario 64, was Banjo-Kazooie. And I think that game has one of the worst cameras. And people are like, it's not as bad as the Mario 64 camera, but I think the difference is that in Mario 64, you're not in that many enclosed areas expecting to do precise platforming.
In Mario 64, you have the Mario cam, which is genuinely like fine, and people just don't know about that, so they say Mario 64 has a bad camera.
You can just zoom it out and you're fine. You can't do that in Banjo, and then your
Banjo's camera,
time,
both the camera in both Banjo games and like Conquer is genuinely awful. Like holy shit.
I agree.
Conquer's
and I love
camera,
those games, but
Conquer's camera especially is just the fucking worst.
Yeah, I can only think of a worse camera. That's like Sonic Adventure. Like, that's the only like games like camera system I can think of that's like worse.
Yeah, like it made it hard to play as somebody that doesn't have nostalgia for it, and they're obviously very quality, like some of the better 3D platformers out there. But man, like I wish that they had done something about that on the Xbox re-release because they already fixed some other stuff. So why not? All right. I guess we can.
Hey, I'm back.
You can get us on track, Colin, so we don't stop talking about whatever pops into my head.
Yeah, whatever. Let's so we asked questions.
Skills Crom, yo, are we shitting on Conquer? Let's go.
Crom, God, yeah.
So we went on Twitter and we did our thing where we put up the Google form and we went, hey, send us some questions. And we got sent like 40 questions.
Whew. Oh,
we got a lot of questions to go through.
How many of them are just for like Nantenjax or Push Dustin or somebody that's not here?
A whopping 0.
Oh, that's good.
Cool.
Yeah, so I mean, I it's like pretty atypical. Everyone just always asks the staff. However, we do have a Zippo question, so we will.
Oh my god, when did that get sent in?
When did that get sent in? That
was it this morning?
It was. Yeah.
What time?
1 a.m.
I was in a call and telling people, please don't send in questions for Zippo. They fucking did it.
Oh, but it's not like a shit posty question.
No,
though.
I know.
I don't.
I know. It's okay. They literally just went against what I said. That's the only thing that matters.
Willikers, what a wonderful group of people. Skipping that one, I guess.
All right.
But let's
go ahead. If it's not bad, fucking go for it.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll answer it. Fuck it. I'll answer it.
Let's lead with that question. Do it.
All right, go ahead.
Lead? Okay. Hey Zippo, why are your Sonic leaks so inconsistent? You claim there are no you claim there are no ports, then we get colors. You claim there will be no Taxman remakes in the new collection, then you claim we are getting those remakes in the collection.
Okay, where do we start with this?
I guess start with no ports and then colors.
No, I'm pretty sure in my blog post I said there will be
Has colors been confirmed? By the way, I forget
No,
what
it's
are leaked,
coming,
what are
but
real. Oh, okay.
it'll be a mix of ports and remasters, from what I understand. So I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I'm making sure I have this right. There are ports. The Sonic Collection. There will be ports of Sonic 1, 2, and 3. But I guess the wording is different. Like the wording is weird. Where like what would you guys consider like those the Sonic 1, 2 iOS ports? Do you consider those remakes ports? Like what do you consider them?
They're
They're
like
full
somewhere.
remakes.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
remakes.
Aside from the music and visuals, those
Mhm.
are completely coded from the ground up.
Yes. Okay, so from what I understand, the iOS versions will be the remakes or whatever, and then all right, well, I'll drop a scoop here now. Sonic 3 it's being like ported from the ground up for this collection. It's being done in Japan, from what I understand. Like there is fan involvement in it, but this is not being done by Evening Star or any of those people. From what I understand, their involvement with Sonic is done for the time being. So, yeah, and also people need to understand this. Like things change, like information changes. Like Josh and Kyle from DK Vine, they were just talking about this last night. When we get information, we only get like an idea to start out with, and then it evolves as it goes along. So things might just change. People need to understand, it's not that something is set in stone. It's just you get an idea of things and then things evolved. So, I hope that answers that question.
Okay. Now let's start from the top. MPS asked, and this is for the staff. I don't think I need to actually. All of these questions are for the staff. I don't need to clarify. Do you think Miiverse will come back?
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
The most we've got are those little like drawing features they included in like Splatoon and some other games, maybe?
Here's the deal. They don't need Miiverse to
Zippo
come
has
back.
not leaked something Smash related. That we're not talking about Smash. Please don't talk about Smash.
Please, God, no. I'm not
There's
going
actually a
there.
question relating to that, and I thought it was really funny, and we'll answer that later.
Okay.
But yeah, well, I think the difference between Nintendo in the 3DS Wii U era and now is that Nintendo just said fuck it and embraced actual Twitter.
Yeah. Also,
Essentially.
Nintendo like realized that the amount of manpower and money spent on moderating their niche online community for children wasn't worth it.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to get word of mouth advertising by just having someone post a screenshot to Twitter or
Bro,
Facebook as
they
opposed
can
to
they can
like,
just upload anything to fucking Twitter and it'll blow up. YouTube, it'll be
Yeah,
like top of
exactly.
trending. They're on top of the world right now. They don't need extra advertising.
They don't need Miiverse because anyone who used Miiverse is old enough to use Twitter now. That's yeah, exactly. That's
They've
pretty
passed
on
the
point.
12 years old threshold.
Yeah, I know Colin was telling me about Barron Trump, how he was like on Twitter,
Oh yeah,
like
and he's
posting weird shit or whatever.
yeah, he was talking about how his dad got him Breath of the Wild, and then they had to get taken off of Twitter because he's like 12. So fucking stupid. Hero asked, who would win in a fight, a billion lions or each of every Pokemon? I mean, probably each of every Pokemon. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
Charizard could just genocide like a bunch of
Literally.
lions.
Well,
yeah.
the lions
Luke,
would put up a
can flood
fight,
the world, I'm pretty sure.
but
Or it's
like
something.
yeah, you get into the ones that are like several
Literal
meters
gods.
tall and like, do you even need to ask this question?
Yeah. Yeah.
Arceus, yeah. I mean, Arceus can literally wipe out anything he wants, I guess, yeah.
Rest in peace, Pikachu, though. God. Sorry.
Mega Axif. It's just like ACCF.
He's in the
Um,
chat. He's the one who
Oh,
asked
okay.
about Smash.
Nice. Thoughts on your most wanted characters for Smash and who you think will be revealed for E3. I'm gonna be honest, no
Okay.
fucking clue.
Okay.
I had a
no
dream.
fucking clue.
I had a dream last night that Bugs Bunny was revealed for Smash.
Big
and it
Chungus.
felt
Okay, that's
so
actual
real.
Kino.
Big
Yeah.
Chungus?
Was it a tie-in
There
with
was
the...
a big Chungus taunt. You did the
Oh,
side taunt,
shit.
and he blew up and talked crap and then went little.
Was it
The
a
big
tie-in?
Chungus, Big Chungus, Big Chungus.
Was it a tie-in with the Monolith Warner Brothers Looney Tunes ARPG, the Kingdom Hearts competitor?
No, I because the thing is, in my dream, it wasn't like there was an announcement. It was just something that I knew that was already. It's all like, oh, this was like the last thing that was announced. That was the weird part. So when I woke up, I was all like, did that actually happen? I don't recall. It was not a focal part of my dream at all. It was just a background detail.
For me, I mean, at this point, I don't care. Like, as long as they're exciting and they get the fans talking, at this point, I don't really care who it is. If it's fucking like, what's her name from Panel de Pon? Fucking who cares? As long as
Lip?
it gets fans talking. Put her in. As long as it gets fans talking.
Is that going to be Lips American Splash when she gets revealed? Who the fuck cares?
I
There
love
was
it.
there was
I actually
someone
think
who
Lip would be pretty
commented.
nice. Actually, I like Blip.
There was someone who commented on the Famicom Detective Club video that Nan put out this week, where he's like, "Oh, well, there's rumors now that Ayumi's gonna be in Smash," and
What
I'm like,
fucking
I'm like,
rumors?
that's
Where?
I'm like, that's some child going, "Oh, Nintendo released a new game, they're gonna put the character in Smash."
Yeah.
It's like some stupid bullshit. However, I'd be all for it. So there you go. There's your
I
answer.
think a more interesting question
So,
is.
go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Oh no, I was gonna say. I think a more interesting question is what's going to be revealed at E3. One character, two character.
One.
I think, I'm thinking they're just gonna go get Smash finished. That's it at E3.
Yeah,
But,
just get it all done.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let it all let loose.
yeah, like they might actually just do like a Smash presentation like before E3. I can also say that like the week before because I'm pretty sure. Obviously, we're gonna get like a Pokemon Presents, but I can also see them wanting to like separate like their E3 stuff from like Smash. I also see that.
I disagree because they know that that Smash is one of the most high profile things that
True enough, yeah.
So I think what they would do is have one or two trailers and then have the Smash Direct like a week after E3.
Yeah,
like,
that too.
Chat, please stop making me laugh. I'm gonna peek the mic. I'm gonna let loose my inner despair. I've not gotten a single character I want. All of my most wanted are basically off the table.
Matt, I mean, besides like Dante, who else do you want?
Oh my god. Okay, I wanted Travis Touchdown. That's gone. I wanted Chris Redfield or someone from Resident Evil. That's gone. I wanted like, oh my god. I want Dante, but Dante was apparently leak bait last year, so that's pretty much gone.
Both of them are Hayabusa, and I don't think that's.
Oh yeah, Hayabusa is off. Hayabusa is gone.
Oh man,
the producer said a little cheeky comment like, "We're still waiting for our letter," and then somebody asked them to clarify, and they're just like, "Yeah, unfortunately, Ryu Hayabusa isn't going to be appearing this time. We'd love to have him in though." And it's just like, God fucking damn it. The only character left that I'd actually want that's still on the table is somebody from Shin Megami Tensei.
No way, yeah. You're not getting Demi thing. Like, there's no way.
I do not want Master Chief. Please keep that away from me. I've got $100 riding on him not being in.
I'm going to bet that he's getting in.
No, stop with the bets.
I think he's getting in.
You're all fucking pathetic. Stop. By the way, we have this incredibly relevant question that I'm just gonna answer right the fuck now, which is, don't you get tired of Smash news?
Yes.
The game is fun and all, but even I've mostly moved on, and that's from Meatballs. Yes!
Yes, absolutely.
We-
We
we-
moved
we-
on like a fucking year ago.
We cover
Yes.
other stuff.
I'm
There's
over this
like
shit.
30
I'm
hours
over
of
this.
Devil May Cry content on this channel. I have a playlist of it.
But a weirdly we also
Ugh.
have like a weirdly I guess companion question from the Smash Brothers Triforce. Will you make more Rate That Character? No,
Yes.
we won't. There's no reason to.
No, we will.
Why?
We're gonna make a Rate That Character
What?
on April 1st, 2022.
I think we'll continue to do the what's that other thing that we do? The all content.
All content.
All content's
Yeah.
still happening.
Yeah.
I'm working on a very big one
Uh,
right now.
Quiet
Yeah.
man, all content. Let's go.
Yeah, I need to get the Ryo Hayabusa one off, but I mean, I'm so lazy, guys. But no, the all contents I think we're going to continue to do even after the game is finished. And what's nice is once DLC is confirmed to be done here, we'll go back and do things that were already like Travis. Actually, we did a Travis touchdown. Didn't
No,
we?
we didn't. We did a
But,
Travis Rate
yeah,
That
when-
Character, and I was working on a
we were
No More
planning on
Heroes
it.
one, and then the
Yeah.
Me Fighter happened, and I'm just like, well,
But yeah,
that
wha-
work's gone now.
But once DLC is done, we can go back and do things
Yeah,
like
once
like
DLC is
Gino or
done,
Travis touchdown or
once
other
DLC
things,
is
yeah.
done, we'll be seeing some alternate universe all contents.
right, or whatever the next game is going to be if it had the same type of content.
I mean, what are you guys gonna do? Like, honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen. But what are you guys gonna do if they somehow, by some calamity, announce a third path
Okay,
like
okay,
E3 or something?
Okay. So I've been saying this on Source Gaming streams for like the last few months, but I'm working on a Dream Smasher for Virgil Devil May Cry, the handsome man on screen right now. And at the end of the video, I say, if there's a Pass 3, I'm making Nero Dream Smasher, and nobody can stop me. So that's what we're doing if there's a Pass 3. Nothing else if there's a Pass 3.
You know, if you just added like some curly black hair to Virgil, he'd kind of look like Ralph the Movie Maker.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh, no.
actually correct, though.
Oh no.
I mean, personally, I like Smash.
I love Smash.
I
but
like
it's just-
Smash. I liked Smash speculation. I like talking about the possibility of things in Smash. I don't like this constant back and forth
Yeah,
of this
but
character
Yes.
is not
Yeah,
going to happen.
Here's the thing: I would love there to be a Pass 3, but my problem is I don't want to be talking about it all the time.
Yes,
because
that's
literally
my
nothing
problem. Yes.
Because there's nothing. We've literally talked about every character. Like even when there's a quote unquote surprise character that nobody talked about, like nah, screw that. Everybody talked about Sephiroth a whole lot.
Yes.
Everybody talked about Min Min and other ARMS characters. We just moved on from it and talked about something else for a while because that wasn't what what was currently being talked about. But at some point, we've talked about Jackrabbit and Gex at points because we're out of characters.
We're
Yeah.
out of characters, guys. Like, they have.
I had a very long Sam and
Ugh.
Max discussion at some point. I mean, whatever happens, and that's
Yeah.
I'm calling Sam and Max. Actually, that's the next.
My
character.
yeah, we stopped doing Rate That Character because
The
it got
barrier
kind
for
of
entry
boring.
is so low.
Yeah, it got kind of boring to talk about characters. Like literally, some of the last few some of the last few Rate That characters were just me doing guest content because they didn't talk about these characters. That was before I joined the site.
Hey, if you guys ever wondered why the last Rate That Character is a Paul McCartney Rate That Character, it's because it's making fun of how easy it is to make a Rate That Character off
That's-
of nothing.
That's literally the reason I work here. It's so easy.
Yeah,
it's really painfully. Sorry, Nan. I know it's your child, but
The
whatever,
thing
man.
right
that
before
was The format is literally the same format that I used to do for my Case 4 Smash DLC. So that was ripped off of me. I'm calling him out right now. Literally all of the ones that I did, like that Simon Belmont one, I didn't write a script. I just read the article that I had done 2 years prior.
I didn't have a script.
The number doesn't matter. That's why I rated Cooking Mama higher than Doom Guy, and nobody pointed it out. Not a single person pointed that out.
Yeah,
listen,
people
you'll be
only...
vindicated if Cooking Mama is one of these last 2 fighters.
No, man,
please.
People only care about the number when we get something wrong.
Yeah.
We actually got a lot of them right.
Didn't you guys have some drama with somebody when it came to like the Daisy video?
Oh yeah.
Let's not talk about them.
I feel really good about
it is funny because there's
the last 2. I don't know.
It is funny though because everyone always passes around that picture of like us being wrong on all these rate that characters, but like literally in the Daisy video, Phantom says unless she's being added as like a 1-to-1 clone of Peach, I don't think she's getting in as an original fighter.
Yeah, people just put up the number.
Was totally right.
We were directly responding to that one person who kept saying Daisy could be totally unique, guys. They'd add her and she'd be like all the sports games and stuff.
That person just clicked into my head. Oh shit.
Yeah,
okay,
let's not go any further into that.
It's not like we didn't get the ratings right on K. Rool and Ridley and Isabel.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys got a lot right.
Look, if we didn't give anybody 100% and they're not in the game, fuck off.
But like honestly, I'm like, like literally, I'm like, Cooking Mama could totally be one of these last 2 slots because this last pass has been really random and weird. We had a first party from a game that had an assist trophy but wasn't represented. We had another Microsoft character that was long rumored but people kind of gave up on. We had a second character from an existing franchise. We had another first party from a franchise that people had kind of forgotten about. Like, so it could be literally
it's unpredictable.
Yeah, it could be, Rivers, it could be Agumon. It could be Agumon. It could
Rivers,
be
the Master Chief RTC is staying on the Discord server. It's not leaving there unless somebody else uploads it. Fuck.
God, man, I'm going to love your reaction at E3 if he actually gets revealed.
Look, if he gets revealed and I'm the one hosting the stream, if I'm the one hosting the stream, I'm gonna turn on the circus music.
I can't believe I'm gonna be hosting this stream.
All right.
Oh Christ, let's move on.
Next question.
I will say though, in regards to rate that character, if it's like actually confirmed in like 3, 4, 5, however many years that there is a new Smash Brothers and it's not just Ultimate DX, we'll bring back rate that character. That's like the only, because like everyone is here completely fucked that series in half. Like at that point there was just no reason to make those videos. I say it in the Doom Guy video. I was like, who the fuck are they gonna add? They even said they're only gonna have like 5 new characters. So like, what are the chances of Doom Guy getting in?
Unlikely.
Yeah.
As cool as he'd be, yeah.
Yeah, alright, let's move on. Ryo asks, do you think E3 Digital is going to be better or worse than previous events? I think I'm leaning more towards better.
Most events have been digital for E3 for a while.
Yeah, nothing is changing too much outside of like, you know, there won't be a stage, which thank God.
They can't they can't bring out a car. That's unfortunate.
They can't bring out a car. They can't have the fucking tiny little gremlin who runs Ubisoft come out and go, oh yeah, you guys are gonna love Far Cry 6.
It's like, great to not see Todd Howard not be funny for 2 hours. That's
great.
Todd
Howard is charismatic as fuck, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. It's everybody else there.
No, I mean, he's charismatic. It's just his jokes always fell flat to me.
His jokes are fucking... They're that way on purpose. You can't convince me otherwise.
But Daddy Hugo...
Oh, okay, that one. All right. I'll give you that one.
From a standpoint, E3, the only real advantage... there's the demos, yeah. The 4 demos are awful. No,
No, the chief bet is not with Ryo.
God, Ryo, you lose every bet, buddy. I swear.
If it was with Ryo, I'd have a chance.
But the only reason is really for the interviews and to talk to the developers. And it's going to suck not being able to do that. But I'll be honest, nobody really reads those anyways. They
Exactly.
don't.
Basically.
No, like, it's really awesome for the media to go, and then you go and you play some weird indie game, and like the development team's there, and you talk about it, you're like, why'd you make this decision, this and this, and then you have a lot of interesting feedback, and you can write an article about Cuphead or something. But all anybody's going to do is watch some guy who's really bad at Cuphead play it and make fun of him. They're not going to read any article that somebody who sat down there.
Hey,
Especially,
Spazzy,
yeah.
do people at E3 shower?
Yes and no. There's
No.
all sorts of people that go to E3.
Oh God, I've gotten sick like 3 times.
It's just like every other
Three
game
times.
Here's the real
convention.
question.
It's just
Yeah.
like
do
every
the,
other game
do the
convention.
journalists shower and do the gamers shower? That's the real.
When they opened it to the public, it's, and this isn't like a gatekeeping, like this was our event thing, but oh my God, it's so much worse because there's more people, and there's like, why would you pay money to wait in line 2 hours to play 2
Yeah.
minutes of
Yeah,
a game?
Yeah, I was talking to Spaz about that before the show. Like, I waited 2 hours to play Smash Ultimate for like 2 minutes, and if you
Wait.
don't win, yeah.
Wait 3 hours to play Scrimblow Bimblow 69.
Ugh.
I mean, and like I feel,
Yeah, people
like,
don't read the interviews. They just like see the
they
one
just watch the
line.
trailers.
No, they
Yeah.
just see the one line people clip out and then put on Twitter or talk about on YouTube, out of context.
Yeah, that's it. Like, there's, I don't know. I like what's really the purpose of of that? It's so that there can be. I know people are like, oh, game journos, but the whole point is that. And here's the thing: when you're doing when you're following somebody who covers media, which is subjective,
Mm-hmm.
the problem with that is that you're not always going to have the same opinion as somebody. So you don't follow like IGN. What you do is you find 3 people who have similar taste in games as you, and then you see what they think about stuff. That's how it's supposed to work.
That's
Like,
why when I watched the Gamescom video from SourceGaming.com and Nanten said, I don't like Devil May Cry 3, I came to his house with a knife.
As you
Okay,
should.
don't go
Not a
Yandere
sword.
mode.
Wolf Bunny mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, people are like, yeah, game journalism is broken, but all they care about are reviews, and in particular reviews that they don't agree with, because people don't read anything. So now everything are these
They don't.
video. They don't.
They don't. No, it's just they look at the score.
Yeah.
How many people look at this? God, like
That's why.
go
that's
look at
why,
any Reset Era thread over a review.
And then people, and that's why you have influencers, because people are at least willing to watch a video.
Yeah, that's. I don't attach scores to anything I cover, because if people want to skip to the end to see a verdict, I don't want them watching my video anyway.
Yes, like it's just I always say this: review scores are like the dumbest, like obituary thing like ever. They mean literally nothing.
They're so arbitrary. Like a 10 for somebody is a 8 for someone else. Like
literally,
yeah.
I think Breath of the Wild.
I tend to always score higher because if I'm scoring something and a game isn't broken, I'm doing out of 5. I'm always going to give it a 3 out of 5 if it's a functioning game that's not awful.
I want to add
stuff.
some context for people who might take me seriously when I said the jokey joke about the knife. I talked to Nanten about his comment about Devil May Cry 3, and he said I didn't even play it, so okay. Thanks, Nanten.
Oh God.
Ozzy asks, what is your all-time favorite video game console? Probably the PlayStation 2.
PlayStation
me-
2 is my least favorite video game console of that generation.
Same.
I like the Nintendo 3DS a lot. I think it's a very swell system with a lot of good games.
I'm the oldest person here. I will say.
Are you?
Either... Yes, I am. Well, no, wait.
Spazzy
you're
is a
34,
super
right?
boomer.
Yeah, I'm a hair away from 40, my friends. So
Oh God. Okay. So,
I
well,
played an
never
Atari
mind.
2600 as my
Never
first
mind.
console.
I'll say my favorite console is the Super Nintendo. I think that's the greatest console ever made.
I agree.
So
I'll say
there we go.
I say and it's funny because I'm such a Nintendo fanboy, but I think the 1-2 punch one after another of the Super Nintendo and then the PlayStation 1
Yes,
um
absolutely. Those are
is
yeah,
just amazing. Like just the two libraries are something incredible.
yes,
And I'll say those are
absolutely.
my favorite. My nostalgia goes back to the Super Nintendo and to the NES as well, because that's really what I grew up
Yeah,
on. That was my
and I'll
first
give a
real
shout out to
system.
the GameCube. The GameCube is also like a console that's very near and dear to me. So
Don't
Well,
get Colin started about that.
Well, I'm gonna
No,
say
yeah.
that the Gen 6 was incredible because you had the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, the Dreamcast, and the Xbox, and each one had their own set of exclusives that were
exactly, yeah,
there was like a reason to own all of those consoles, and that's like the last time that happened.
right.
Because I mean, we still have exclusives, obviously, especially Sony's first party and obviously Nintendo, but it's not the same. It's like you had a completely different feel of all of those systems.
Yeah, like the magic. Maybe it's just nostalgia speaking, but
Maybe.
the magic is like gone.
I
Yeah.
think
Now, I
I
feel
think
like
Nintendo's still there because they have that
yes,
all those
I will say Nintendo.
franchises, and their exclusives tend to be like there's this oddball assortment of things.
Think
Like,
if the Switch continues to get like the back catalog from third-party developers like it's been getting, it might be like quickly become my favorite console
It
ever.
might be my I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
Switch is like
but
on its way for me.
listen,
Talking about Super Nintendo, I don't. I brought this up, I think, in Discord last week. If you exclude Square and Enix games and licensed games, um, pretty much every Super Nintendo game worth playing. And Zippo, if you can think of one, that's not, besides I guess Earthbound, is playable on the Switch.
Is Smash TV
Yes,
playable on the
pretty much.
Switch?
No,
No, but Zombies
then
Ate My Neighbors is, and I'm sure that that's
No.
going to be released on a collection any day now.
Zombies
they
Ate
announced
My
they announced
Neighbors
Zombie Ate
and
My
Ghoul
Neighbors.
Patrol are gonna be on a collection.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can play
next
Lost
month.
Vikings. I can play Lost
Uh,
Vikings 1 and 2 on my Switch
yeah,
now.
exactly.
I'm
That's the
not
good
sure. I'm not sure what the overall consensus is on Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but the Genesis version has a map, so a mini map. I mean, so
shit.
like,
I don't know what version
I
is
mean,
on the collection.
it's the
They didn't say.
SNES version because there's no mini map.
I'm throwing down the gauntlet right now. The Super Nintendo version of Aladdin is better than the Genesis version. Like, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's
I think
I
it-
don't
that's
make
a
the rules.
take.
Mm,
I think it has better level design.
yes.
The Super
100%.
Nintendo version has much better level design, but the Genesis version's pretty.
Yeah, and it has a sword, which when you're, like 10 years old, you're like, well, that's clearly the superior version. You have a sword.
It's also
Yeah.
just got like much better presentation and controls. Like it's just better.
It's better.
It's a better video game.
I'm sorry. Shinji Mikami's like one of the
Smash-
best.
Is Smash TV a Midway game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who owns Smash TV?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I feel like that's got to be coming to Switch.
At
Like,
some
it just-
point,
I'm
'cause
surprised
it's,
it hasn't been on like Arcade
it's-
Archives
yeah,
yet or something.
it's
Yeah.
it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers owns it, so it's up to
Oh
them.
yeah. I feel like and even with the licensed games, there's just a couple Disney games that are on there. I really think Konami needs to release a Ninja Turtles collection with
Yes, absolutely. Another one. Sorry, Hyperstone Heist is really good, but Turtles in Time is
Well-
probably the greatest beat 'em up ever made.
it should probably have the ports of the two arcade games,
Yes.
Hyperstone Heist, Turtles in Time, and the three NES games at the very
Yes.
least. I feel
I'm
like
not
that's
sure
a
if
great.
they can get the rights to those.
They're releasing them on arcade cabinets, so obviously they can.
Yeah, the
that's a little
Simpsons game
different.
too. Get that out there too. The Simpsons
Yeah.
game also.
Yeah, like I think they can. I honestly like the way that even if you don't have the license right now, since it's owned by Nickelodeon, I feel like they can license it out to whoever.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not because Ninja Turtles isn't an exclusive license with any video game company.
Yeah.
Which is why like they were in Injustice and stuff like that.
How many questions do we have left?
A lot. It doesn't matter if we don't get to all of them. We'll just answer them next time.
We should answer a few more and then get to the reason people are here.
Okay.
Smash TV was on Midway Arcade Treasures for the PS2. So maybe that
probably was.
That does make that the greatest video game console.
We'll get
right?
to
there
that.
you go.
Traveler of the Stars, maybe. I don't know. We'll get to it. Don't worry. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, well let's speed up. We'll stop talking about garbage. Come on.
Okay.
Let's do some quick answers. Don't go on for like 10 minutes. We're all guilty of this.
Huff asked Castlevania Season 4 opinions, so that's a yes.
We already did that.
We already did that.
I like it so far.
Oh my god. Honey Pop Velvet asks, Honey Pop Smash Brothers? That's a resounding no. Never.
No.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you're an innocent soul.
I know someone who worked on it.
Let's go back to me being super old. Anyways.
Let's see. Rivers asks, "Hey pals, Rivers here. As a fan of weird 100-hour visual novels, I'm very familiar with liking unpopular games. What unpopular games do you think deserve to be recognized more? Thanks, Rivers."
Smash TV.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
I'm not sure if
also it's available on Xbox One.
Okay, so like
I'm done.
So the Trauma Center games fell by the wayside after the funny meme one came out. And the fifth game in the series, Trauma Team, is genuinely one of my favorite games ever. It's on the Wii U eShop. If you still have one of those things, that's probably the best way to play it these days. I don't know how much disc of it goes for, but you can get it there.
$100. Not kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Wii U eShop, $20. Great game. Play it. It's part puzzle game, puzzle surgery game, part adventure game, like mystery, part doctor simulator. You diagnose illnesses in one of the modes. It's great. I love it. It's got a really, really good story. It takes place in 2020 and a pandemic happened. So that happened. That game came out in.
I have one.
That game came out in 2012. No, it came out in 2010. Like, what the fuck? 2020. What a cursed year.
I have one. Brave Fencer Musashi. It's a action RPG for Square. Nobody talks about it. I love that game. They should give one recognition.
I'm familiar.
Don't
with
play the
that
PS2
one.
sequel. It sucks. Brave Fencer Musashi.
I think this is going to be a really weird random pull. I think Rygar as a series is really underrated.
Yeah,
Rygar.
Scott says, "Yeah, Rygar." Yeah, that was hilarious.
The NES game, the arcade game, and the PS2/Wii game were all good in different ways.
I'll stick to something recent just so it's more accessible. Focus Home Interactive's Call of Cthulhu, the official video game, is one of the most fascinating things I've ever played. It is a solid 6 out of 10 video game, but it's also like one of the only spooky horror games to have come out in the last decade to not be a direct ripoff of Amnesia: The Dark Descent or Resident Evil. It is a game that is like 12 chapters long, but like every chapter plays radically different from the last one. So it's basically like this very like wholly unique experience. And it was free on Xbox at some point. You could probably find it used for like $10. I'm pretty sure it goes on sale for like $4. Check it out. It's like 10 hours long. It's worth your time.
Okay. Ever heard of a hidden gem called Among Us?
Oh, this is actually a really interesting question. I actually, I've never really heard of it, but no, I do have a very interesting question that is for the staff, but I think it's more towards Spazzy and I.
Well,
y'all keep critiquing the limited physical release market, but mostly this is contained to the streams. Would you like to try produce a larger piece of critique on this on video or even an article? Get y'all stance on this on paper. I don't know if this was written to call us out or not. Like, oh, you have these hot opinions, but you haven't made like a big thing on it. Or they're just like really bad at writing something that's meant to be like endearing. Either way, the fact that they actually want to hear us out on these opinions does actually mean a lot. And the reason why we haven't done an article or a video is because it's such a loaded topic.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, I don't like limited run, here's XYZ reasons. Like it's a lot of regarding opinions on like just general preservation of media.
Yeah,
And-
shout outs to Limited Run making that awful tweet about, hey, digital things are going away. That's why we do physical things. It's great for preservation. It's like you release it for 1 week and then it's gone.
God, like I have that guy on LinkedIn, the founder. I have like thought about every day, just like messaging him, like, why are you like this?
Why did you do this?
They're just creating a scarcity to, you know,
Literally.
we bitch at Nintendo for doing the same thing, right?
Listen, Nintendo's a funny one because like a friend of the channel, Brybard Gaming, he posted a picture of, I think, his local Target, and there was like at least 24 sealed copies of Mario 3D All Stars there. So
Yeah.
like they produced like 10 fucking million of those things.
I think
They're
with
gonna be out
Nintendo-
there.
I think with Nintendo, there's also this like sense of like, like they don't fucking mean it. Like Ocarina of Time is on how many Nintendo consoles? Like they make a business out of selling their old games, and which is not a bad thing. I know people love to be like,
they make their
oh,
digital
ew,
games.
old games. But hilariously enough, I think Nintendo is the one company who actually gives more of a shit than the other two console manufacturers.
Yeah.
about
For sure,
their old
yeah.
content.
For okay, Xbox is a little iffy on that one. PlayStation's fucking horrible with that one.
Yeah, PlayStation's terrible.
Garbage.
But Nintendo like still thinks their old games are good, so
Yeah.
The only company that
They
that I
will-
think
they will
re-release old
re-release-
stuff is Capcom more than Nintendo.
yeah, they will re-release fucking Urban Champion as many times as they fucking want, and no other company would do that.
Yeah,
But-
Balloon Fight too. Balloon Fight, I mean, Rest of
Yeah.
Water Soul, but that game sucks.
What's really
It
funny
does.
is Colin and I had this conversation when we were hanging out about how
On our play date, yeah.
at our play date that that if you look at any other medium like like music,
Yeah.
if you have a really shitty band, right, that releases a really shitty album and there's only
Nickelback.
100 of them in the
Mm.
world, it doesn't become valuable because there's 100 of them. It's still a shitty album, and you can still find a copy for 5 cents somewhere because nobody wants it. Now, if somebody makes the shittiest NES game ever and it released with 100 copies, each one of those copies is worth $100,000.
Yeah, because
Essentially, yeah.
people really want to like complete their NES collection. There's just like it's
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to when NES games start dying in the next few years.
I know,
yeah,
right?
that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like it's a meme. The fact that physical media is for preservation is a meme. The only way to really save things is to have digital backups and to constantly shift those digital backups.
Yeah,
because optical media, already CDs from the early 90s, a lot of them are dying from disc rot. Eventually,
Hey,
essentially.
you know what? You know what started dying recently that I was not aware of? HD DVDs.
yes,
They're
they
not
are. I have a
old.
couple. Yeah, they're dying. All
all
Yeah,
the
and-
Warner Brothers ones are apparently dying of disc rot. I can't watch the thing anymore. It fucking sucks.
and
Man.
dual
I
layer
want to watch
Blu-rays.
Leonard. I want to watch Leonard Moulton talk about how racism is bad and stuff, man.
Yeah. Dual layer Blu-rays are going to die even faster because of the glue that holds them together. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully, if you can preserve things perfectly and in ideal circumstances, they can last a long ass time. And hopefully, we're not going to see a bunch of PS1 games just start dying in the next 10, 15 years.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary thought.
But we very well could be, because nothing lasts forever, man.
If something is sealed in case, it's probably dead right now.
Yeah.
From the 90s,
isn't there
goddamn.
something? Aren't like the 3DS Pokemon games like suddenly dying?
Yeah,
or something.
There was like a weird thing where like a bunch of like European Auras copies are just like dying off.
Yeah,
What
so
the
like
world?
the time like lifespan of DS and 3DS games is quite short compared to earlier cartridges, but those are dying faster than they should be.
The only media that will not die, as stupid as it sounds, because I'm not a big fan of it, is vinyl. Because
It just
Oh yeah, I know.
yeah,
Colin
but
hates
the
vinyl.
trade-off is that vinyl is made out of literal
Yeah.
poison. So-
yeah, and it also wears down after time. So
and
it's a
it
lot of
also
use.
sounds like shit.
Listen, we're not going to get into how vinyl sounds right now.
Yeah.
I'm not getting on that right now, Colin.
We're not
But
doing this.
because it's just grooves and plastic, it'll last. But yeah, any optical media has a definite like disc rot end date on it. It won't last forever.
Yeah.
Hopefully the expectations will last longer. But like I said, you can go onto like Reddit. I don't suggest you ever do that, but you could. And,
Don't.
and read up on all of these early CDs and DVDs from like the Windows period for media, like not just for music, they're just dead. Like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to everything.
Yeah.
Haitani, DS, 3DS games. According to our friend Luigi Blood, the lifespan is like an average 15 years. So I think y'all should check out your Mario 64 Mario 64 DS cartridges, because I don't know, those might be dying soon.
I
Yeah.
think though, because it is flash memory, I think it means it has to be like 15 years of continuous use and not just like
Yeah,
'cause
okay.
that's how like most flash storage is
Yeah,
rated.
that
Like,
would explain
an
why
SS
Pokemon games of all things are dying, because you play
Yeah.
those like constantly and you
Like
constantly
SSDs.
rewrite them.
like solid state drives have a recorded year, like a recorded lifespan of 10 years, but you have to like constantly have a computer on and like reading writing data constantly
That
for that to
makes
even
sense.
like for that to like even hit
All right,
true.
so check out your Pokemon Diamond and Pearl cartridges, because
Yeah,
they might
exactly.
be dying.
Yeah, those are dead. Like I checked those the other day. All of my platinum,
My-
my diamond, they're all dead.
Yeah, my Diamond
I-
has been dead for a long time. Honestly,
I wouldn't mind doing a bigger
Article
y'all can,
or video.
article
y'all
or
can make
video
a
on
sequel
it,
to
yeah.
that one article that Colin wrote when he was really mad at Phantom.
Yeah.
But what's interesting about it
I've
is
been
that,
meaning to do that.
and I think it's because with movies and with music, there's usually one standard. Like it changes.
I can
but-
tell you right now, music is in like the best position it
Yeah.
can possibly be. It like companies release flax.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can literally just buy like a high quality lossless DRM free digital download of
Yep.
like the latest album.
But what's funny is if Nintendo did limited hardware for like a system that played NES, SNES, and N64 games, like their own system, and like there would be it wouldn't be a huge profit maker, but there's obviously interest in it, and then re-release cartridges that have
The
packages of games on it.
the
That's fine.
patents for
'Cause that's what they do
those
with
systems
music.
are out.
But that's fine. It doesn't matter. They can
Yeah.
still make one.
But it
And
also
other
means
people can make it too.
knockoffs, and people have.
Exactly. But you know what? If Nintendo made one, people would buy it because it says fucking Nintendo on it.
Yeah. right now there's like if you go to a record store, I mean like first off, if you go to a record store, like they have like everything you need.
Yeah.
to like the one one of the record stores that took Spazzy to literally had like listening stations where you
Didn't
could
you,
demo certain like kits they had.
Didn't
And
you
you're like,
tell
hey,
me
look,
one
here's a
time,
brand
like,
new copy, a brand new print of, I don't know, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Whatever. It's a new print. It's not like we found an old one. They're still printing the old thing.
Colin,
Yeah, Matt,
Colin,
what'd you
didn't
say?
you tell me like a couple years ago that you were at your like college campus store and you were just like, hey Matt, they have the Deus Ex Human Revolution soundtrack here.
Yeah.
I could have used that, honestly.
They also had the Red Orchestra 2 soundtrack. I think I bought it. But yeah, like I don't know. It's as I said, if we were to make an article about this, it would be like a really loaded topic.
Yeah.
It would be a big article. If it was a video, it would take like forever to make.
Like, okay, so with us with videos, we're all lazy people, but
Yeah, we're also lazy.
Also, most of us are busy people. The people that aren't lazy are usually very busy. Nan10 is a very busy boy. I'm just lazy. I am sleeping all the time.
But the fact that you actually do want to hear our extended thoughts on it, like
Yeah, we could
whether
do
or not
a-
you're trying to like make a point, we really appreciate it, and like that pushes us to actually consider making something on this topic.
When you tell us things that you want us to make that aren't Smash character rates, we like hearing that stuff. We like hearing that you want to hear more about The Quiet Man for the PlayStation 4 and Windows
when
PC.
is that getting ported to Switch, baby?
I'm gonna
Square
do
Enix. Square Enix. This is a call out post. You can give me the source code for The Quiet Man. I will develop a Switch port in a week.
I've said this a lot. I love Smash. I like Smash speculation still, even. But if there's anything you want to hear from us, I would much rather talk about my thoughts on game preservation than if Joe Blow from Crimble Brimble 69 will be in Smash. Like,
Yeah,
that's
same
fine.
here. Essentially,
I'm gonna do two more questions. This is from a little known YouTube channel called Push Dustin, and he asks, what gaming opinion makes you go yeet?
Yeet?
Yeet.
Is that a positive or a negative?
I'm not sure.
I'm guessing what gaming opinion makes you go, I don't like this.
PlayStation better. And I don't mean that PlayStation can't be or is not better, but people that fucking say whose own sense of identity is so tied up in corporate branding and marketing, and their sense of individuality is actually that they are promoting a brand and they don't realize that.
Same for any other company.
To me. Yeah, and I say PlayStation better because that's the one that I see constantly
The
now.
most.
Yeah,
they're
like
the worst. They're absolutely the worst.
yeah, like and Nintendo fanboys are super bad too. Microsoft are normally a little bit more chill, although get off my back about Game Pass. I have Game Pass. It's great. You don't have to sell me on it anymore. But like yeah, like completely unrelated, something about how an update on the new Halo game, and then reply to the tweet, PlayStation better. Like that. Sony, you don't owe Sony anything. You're giving them money.
The Sony brain rot. Let's go.
Yeah, I hate it. Hate it.
It's like how I can't be a Nintendo fanboy because Nintendo hates me.
My gaming opinion that makes me go yeet is whenever somebody gives a game shit for corporate mandated microtransactions, the developers don't deserve that shit. Come on. Y'all know that they're fucking if they had the choice, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah, or like when people call like the Pokemon devs lazy, it's like, no man, they're just not good at given time.
Yeah, they're given like a year, maybe a year and a half at most to make those fucking games.
Yeah,
and
if you call a
huge.
game developer
Like,
lazy, you've never made a game before.
Okay, so like no game developer is lazy.
Right.
Except for like some very special people.
Very
Yeah, I was
specific
gonna-
examples. Yeah.
6 years, yeah.
The developers of Ark Survival Evolved. So like most bad games aren't from a lack of talent or lack of effort. It's just time.
It's like,
They
it's
just
like
don't
that,
have
like, pure
enough time.
incompetency. Yeah. Never
And then-
underestimate pure incompetency.
So
yeah.
the British director Alan Parker, he's got a quote. I'm gonna look it up right now. Yeah, so it's just as hard to make a bad film as a good one, and no one sets out to make a bad movie. And I think it's the same with games.
Essentially, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of effort put in, and people aren't trying to make the game bad. There's usually other circumstances, whether it be corporate oversight, lack of budget, sometimes even lack of talent, as sad as it is. But like to call somebody lazy, unless they're literally stealing code from somebody else or something, you know.
There's an example of that in the chat right now.
Yeah, haha, 6
Yeah.
years, 6 years.
Yeah.
My gaming opinion that makes me go yeet is the one that where people say like, oh, game needs to be like $1 per hour I pay. Fuck you. Suck my big penis. I fucking hate these absolute mouth breathers who want games to be like unnecessarily long because they think it's like worth more money.
Yeah,
in
that's
some
how.
respect.
That's why Assassin's Creed is as bad as it is now. You know.
Like something like Resident
I-
Evil is kind of made to be played multiple times and to develop a speedrunning community. Like it doesn't need to be.
I can't believe you don't want at least 100 hours per dollar. What the fuck are you doing with your money?
I hate that. It's really funny because I love that analogy too, because it's like, oh, so you mean like a game like Warframe should be like $6,000? like by that logic, games like The Witcher 3 should be like $200. It's like no. You're paying for the production, my man. You're not.
Yeah, and I'll be
like,
honest.
that's just how it works.
I saw somebody have this take on Twitter, and it made me vomit in my mouth a little bit. Where they're all like, "I hate when people say that games are too long. If something is too long and you enjoy it, you just stop playing it." I'm like, "No, because you want to have a sense of completion when you play
Yeah,
something." And
Exactly.
Unfortunately,
it's not my fault that Far Cry 3 goes on for way too long and didn't need to be an open world game.
Exactly. And here's the
500
thing.
hours of Breath of the Wild.
And here's the thing.
Korok seeds.
But you don't have to do that. That is different because you're
Fuck
just
you.
a completionist. No. Because if a game
Aonuma
has-
told me to play the whole game.
I think it's different when I was about to say I think it's different when a game has 10 billion side quests because fine, that's optional. But like I remember I was playing through the first Red Dead Redemption, and I'm like, I love this game. And then I got to the point where you clear the first area and then they send you to Mexico or something and you have to do the same thing. And I'm like, no, I already did this. I'm done. You know, like I it's fine when a game I feel like gives you options to do more, but I feel like sometimes like a game outstays its welcome. It's just not fun to do the same thing
Yes, it
over
does,
and
yeah.
over.
Shout
again.
outs to Watch Dogs for having a 2-hour-long final mission where you have to go across the entire goddamn map.
Yeah, like
I
don't know.
gotta it's funny because this is not the part where Spazzy bashes on The Last of Us. It's the part where I bash on The Last
I
of
was
Us.
going.
Why is
That was going to be my opinion.
why
I
is-
was going to say that.
why
I
is
was gonna
part
say
2
something.
double the length of the first game
Ugh.
with like less
God.
gameplay? Why? For what purpose?
They needed
That
more
was gonna
time to
be
put
my
in the
question.
dogs
Yeah.
dying
Well,
and
my
the,
answer.
the people boning.
I need to play Last of Us 2 at some point
Ugh,
to have an
that-
actual opinion on it.
That was going to be my thing.
The
I was,
dogs getting bones, you know?
Hey, you know what? Hey, Spazzy,
Yeah,
let's stream it.
Last of Us 2. All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it, yeah.
You know, I
Breath
think
of
the
the
other funny
Wild
thing
is
about-
great because you can choose when the game ends. Fuck you. No, that's
Wait a minute,
not true.
wait. Hang on. Spazzy, you have a PlayStation 4, right? Like
I do.
like- yeah, we could just share
I have a
play.
PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 1, which I think means I have a PlayStation 5. I don't know how the math works.
Nice. No, I could just share play, and then occasionally we'll just switch the control.
Oh, that sounds
That's-
fun. That's
We'll
I mean,
just
the
do
game
that. Every
plays
now and then, I'll
itself.
just toss you the controls, bro. It's built in. It's part of the
Like, yeah,
PlayStation.
the game plays itself. So
yeah.
I mean,
Give Spazzy the controls whenever a cutscene starts. You know, that's
yeah,
that's
that was
the
so
game.
funny when there was that Sony article where they said Sony will allow the options for games to play themselves. I'm all like, but there's only like 15% of some of these games are the actual games. So I guess that's good. You don't have to play any of it. It's like watching a Let's
Yeah.
Play.
yeah, my answer was going to be Last of Us 2 deserved Game of the Year. I've been saying it a lot. It made me want to like jump off a bridge.
The only effort, like I wholeheartedly appreciate from The Last of Us Part 2 is the efforts they made to make that game accessible to disabled gamers. Like that,
Yeah,
that stuff's
absolutely.
genuinely
That's it.
really good.
Yeah, I'm just talking about how in the fuck did a game like that with that much crunch get game direction? Best game direction.
Because it was
Like,
the only
what?
game that year that was the cinematic experience.
Hey,
Game
Matt,
of that
what
year?
was the game that made you like lose your shit when I mentioned share play to like Brian like years ago? What game was that?
Oh god, you're gonna have to give me a little bit to think about that because I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
Because it was like, how are we gonna stream this game? And I'm like, oh yeah, share play. It's like lost your fucking mind.
Mm.
I want to play Ghost of Tsushima. I have not.
It's a really good game,
Yeah, it's
Spazzy.
on my-
I
it's on my
highly
Gamefly
recommend it.
queue.
I'll wait till it's probably on sale around Christmas of next year.
Yeah, like, I liked it. Me personally, I liked it way more than Breath of the Wild, but that's me.
That seems like a weird comparison between the two, but okay.
People
I don't
make
know.
that
No,
comparison no
they're
matter what.
games.
Don't worry about
Is
it.
it? Okay, and so similar. All right.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to check it out.
I feel like the only direct comparison that's valid is Genshin Impact because I know for a fact from looking at the data in the game's files that the build of Unity that game is on is the one that came out like 3 weeks after Breath of the Wild.
I did not know that. Okay, interesting.
Happy birthday, Jack-o'-lantern.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right. So we're gonna get to our final question, and it's also our final topic. Really love your content. Keep up the good work. Aw, thank you.
Thanks.
Just wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on the Zippo rumor? Just the one. Yeah.
Just the
no,
one, just one.
I assume he meant rumors.
Man,
Also, thank you, Jose.
man, what that guy did was fucked up, you know.
Zippo, do you have different levels of confidence in different parts of the rumors that you posted?
Yeah, like there's some I feel more confident in, but like I say, like the Sonic stuff, I'm like extremely confident. The Nintendo stuff, I'm extremely confident. Like there's like a couple things where
So
I feel like I need more. Like I feel like I should probably get more corroboration with, but like for the most part, like you know,
I've heard that 2D Metroid stuff from other people too for a
yes.
while.
Well,
Yeah, I've heard
me
that.
too.
It's
I've heard
really
that for,
funny.
like, a
It's
year
really
and a
funny
half.
seeing people talk about the 2D Metroid thing. That was like part of the rumor from like with like 3D All Stars and Paper Mario from last year. Like it
Yes,
shouldn't be
I
that
talked about this
shocking.
last year, like legit.
Yeah.
I would really love if they brought over Samus Returns as well, because that would,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. By the time that was out, I was kind of already over my 3DS.
I would
Yeah.
rather they brought over Metroid
ASMR
2 on the Game Boy Nintendo Switch Online.
I have some nostalgia for that game.
Metroid
but,
2 is an interesting game.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
just a quick off the cuff tangent on that. Like the level design in that game is better than the remakes, but the screen crunch is the only thing holding it back.
Yeah.
content
Like I
and
played
the
it
fact
I
once
feel
again,
like if
but-
they
Because
just
it's on
like
game-
released that game like as is, but with the field of view way larger, it would be like fine.
you would need to do some recoloration, because in the first Metroid you can navigate even though everything is the same design wise.
Yeah, but like in Metroid 2,
everything
you're
is
always
colored
going
differently.
down.
Yeah, I get that, but it's still like, I don't know. I would like at least some visual some visual changes, even not necessarily a complete overhaul, but just color the hallways different, guys. Like
That's fair. I don't want them to go as far as the remake does.
yeah. I like Samus Returns. I like a lot of what they did, but I feel like the parry mechanic.
It doesn't feel like Metroid 2. It just feels like Super Metroid Lite, and that's a problem because Metroid 2 is like the most unique 2D game, and they kind of took that away from it.
I can see that, but I mean, it still has a lot of those same. It's still kind of Actually, I feel like it feels more like Fusion than Super Metroid.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll
100%,
clarify that
because
now.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
People were wondering if this is like a remake or a new game. From everyone that I've heard from, it's a new game. Like it's set after Fusion.
It's gonna follow that Chozo stuff from Samus Returns,
yes,
right?
There's evil Chozos that are trying to take over the universe.
I can't wait for another side story. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Everything is a side story in Metroid, kind of. I mean, the main story is
the main
what?
story
Metroid?
was originally defeating all the Metroids, and then it turned into the Galactic Federation is trying to bring back the Metroids so they can take over the universe and have super military might. And now we're just going wherever the fuck.
Yeah, the Chozos are alive.
But that story was just Fusion, man.
It's Fusion, but that's literally the last game.
I'm not a huge Fusion fan. Like
I'm not a huge fan of Fusion, but I think it's more interesting than just like having the Galactic Federation be there and be this like really boring like
backdrop
whatever military force that the game is completely uncritical of.
I always thought that some sort of team shooter with the Federation would be fun, and then they made Federation Force, and it really kind of wasn't.
Yeah,
that
was unfortunate.
Wasn't the fault of the concept or even the Federation Force itself. I think it was kind of once again time, budget.
Pure incompetence.
Are they gonna call it Metroid 5?
That I'm not sure. That was never given a title, but it's after Fusion.
Yeah, I was arguing with people about that on Discord yesterday.
Do you know Donkey Kong? Everybody I've talked to and you're from your rumor too. 100% going to be a 2D game.
Yes, and I posted that job thing in my own thing. We know 100% that they're working on the 2D game, and people also need to get this like straight. Like, it's not the Odyssey team. It's not. Like, there's a different team working on this game. While what is it? Kenta Morikura, I believe he was the director of Odyssey. He is directing whatever the Odyssey follow-up is, and we also know for a fact that the 3D World Bowser's Fury, that was also a different team.
Yeah.
So
it's not the Odyssey team. I'm sorry.
I've seen that in a lot of headlines. So people
I'm
need to
sorry,
fix that.
Nintendo Life guys. You read. Yeah, so we have Zippo here because I was talking about how people were getting this whole thing wrong, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'll be on the stream if you talk about it." I'm like, "Okay." so we have him here to set the record straight. The title of the stream is literally Two-Dimensional Angry Monkey. Just to hammer that in, is a 2D game. It's not a country game. It's not a country game.
Not a country game.
It's taking a lot from country.
Yeah. Yes, like I heard Diddy. That's why I'm guessing they updated that Diddy like render like recently. K. Rool. Apparently, K. Rool is in the game because apparently Nintendo was really taken by surprise by how well. I mean, apparently he won the ballot. People were
I believe that.
Really,
Nintendo
was apparently really surprised by that. So.
Yeah, I believe K. Rool and Ridley were really up there.
Yeah. Also, I watched DK Vine's like podcast last night. The founder said he had heard for the Tropical Freeze port, K. Rool was going to be a secret final boss, and they told Retro, "No, we want to use him for Smash." So they wanted his big re-debut to be.
Yeah,
for Smash.
I remember hearing
and
that.
I believe that.
I remember hearing that be like, "No, they want to bring him back with this." Not like some random scrimblo bimblo final boss.
Yeah, exactly. And remember, we also have that theme part coming. Also, there's that expansion. So
Yeah,
this is
the
happening.
the,
This
the
is
Donkey Kong,
happening.
the Donkey Kong, like
They
Donkey Kong being
started rebuilding in
in
Orlando too.
that theme park is the thing that set off a bunch of bells in my head. Like, are they
Yeah,
doing something with Donkey Kong?
So
exactly.
the theme park thing is actually like really interesting because I want to bring up something that has been I guess the ire of like Nintendo fans for like the last few years, which is in your blog post you mention a new Mario Kart, but not
Yes,
a new Mario Kart, but a new
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart.
Yes.
Something that is if I remember correctly, you say in the quote it is not a direct sequel.
Right. This is what's weird about this. Like, I know it's not ARMS because ARMS was deemed an internal failure at Nintendo. Like, that was like, that's no more. Like, apparently they want to use the characters in future things, but there
Yeah,
isn't an on follow up.
they were expecting better retention for ARMS, and
Yes,
they just
and
didn't get
it's
it.
terrible retention. Yeah. So basically, I've been told like a billion times like there's a new Mario Kart in development, and I made sure to ask like, hey, is this like tour? Is this like the theme park? Is it the toy thing? They're like, no, this is something else. But what I haven't been told specifically if it's like 8 DLC, like an expansion, 9, or like a crossover. Like that, I haven't been aware of. Like I haven't been told.
No Kart. Super
This
Smash Kart.
it's actually like it's kind of interesting honestly because like on one hand it's one of those things where you have to like ask like oh what could they possibly do, and
Right.
it's like how do you make a Mario Kart game that isn't just a new mainline game, and then you go oh well I mean they made the mobile game,
They
oh
made
yeah, and
Yeah.
then they made
Yeah.
the AR game, oh yeah, and now they're making a theme park ride. Oh, I guess they're kind of doing that, aren't they? Like, I think it like I guess the question really does come down to is like is trying to get out of that bubble of how you can make a new Mario Kart without it just being
Right.
a
Yeah,
Mario
Nintendo.
Kart mainline sequel, unless it is, and then like whatever, who cares? But I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting prospect.
Yeah, like Mario Kart 8 kind of perfected a lot of what Mario Kart is.
Yeah.
And
I
it-
just I hope that they
it's a
don't.
Smash Ultimate problem.
You
where-
mention it
where you
in
go from
your
there.
blog post, but I hope they never go the Nintendo Kart route because that's
Yeah,
boring.
but like I said, I can see them doing that as a way to be completely different from 8. Like I
If-
can totally see them doing
Here's
that
the
just
thing:
to
if they
make
do
a distinct
Nintendo Kart,
difference.
I want it to be different. Like I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
how, but I want
I mean,
I want Mario Kart to still be able to be its
Yeah,
own thing.
Exactly.
If they ever do something that's Nintendo Kart, I would like it to have different mechanics.
Yeah,
Not
that-
just be
and
Mario
also, I
Kart
think it
with
needs-
different
Go full
I think it
Diddy,
characters.
needs,
Diddy
like, a
Kong Racing or
substantial-
something.
Yeah, I think it needs a substantial single player mode. I think that's something Mario Kart is desperately needed. It needs some sort of adventure
Yeah.
mode, like something.
I think that's why I don't necessarily agree with the idea that like, oh well they can do a Mario Kart 9. There's a Splatoon 3. And like I feel like Splatoon 3 is like
Mario
a
Kart-
much more rotund package than a Mario Kart.
And
Like Mario Kart
Splatoon
Mario
2.
Kart already has so much content too. It's the same thing. Like I
So-
said with Smash Ultimate, if they make a new Smash or a new Mario Kart, it's
So,
not
like,
going to have as much at
yeah,
launch as those things have.
Yes,
Splatoon-
it would expand.
With
Yeah, it's-
Splatoon, like
Yeah.
the single player is a much bigger part, so they can just keep making sequels.
Yeah. There's like a heavy emphasis on Splatoon. I mean, like of course the emphasis is on the multiplayer, but there's a campaign, there's the co-op modes, there's a lot of side content to Splatoon that can justify a newer game in a
Yeah,
shorter amount of time
will-
because you can continue the lineage. Mario Kart's been kind of like even though I love 8DX and I think it's the best game in the series hands down, no cap.
Absolutely.
Like it's very derivative. Like it's like we had to go through a bunch of very nothing games that play very similarly to each other to get to it.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is too with Mario Kart, is that we have Tour now, the mobile game, where they're introducing more models and more and more stages, which gets me to think: are any of these going to be reused at some point?
Oh, that's the thing. There was a
Yeah.
weird data mine a couple days ago where apparently like there might be like some like connection between the two. That's what
Yeah,
I
there's
was
like
looking
8
at.
deluxe models in the data strings of Tor.
Yeah, like it's
Uh,
super weird. Yeah, so
there-
I'm thinking that might be like some sort of E3 announcement.
The
Like,
weird thing
might
with
be.
Mario Kart is that like it's generally played the same since the beginning, and with most games they just introduce a new gimmick.
Yeah.
I think the reason a lot of people gravitate towards Mario Kart DS is because it has the most single player content of any Mario Kart game.
Yeah,
It's not quite the best one though. Whew. Mario Kart
yeah.
DS.
Mission mode. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just okay. Mission mode's just okay to me.
Slight detour from Mario Kart. Delphison was talking about the kart ride rumor from Super Nintendo World, and it's more than a rumor for that Donkey Kong ride. We've seen actual legitimate
Yes.
concept
Yeah, they've
art.
been
Yes.
testing it like on
Yeah.
off. It was in like the plans that they showed
Yeah,
off.
there's
for
a diorama, and
Yeah.
we know. Yeah,
And
if
there's
you just
concept
look,
art, and
yes,
there's literally
pictures out.
patents. There's
Yes.
patents of how the ride works. It's on a 2-track system, so that the cart's actually on a bottom track that's not visible, and then you would jump over gaps because you're not actually on the top track. And
Oh,
yeah, like
shit.
that's happening.
Sorry guys, we've got a
Yeah.
bot in chat called the Nintendo Chronicler. Fuck.
Okay.
No, it's not a bot. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I'm bad at
Uh,
telling jokes. I'm
Yeah,
gonna walk away
yeah.
from my computer. Bye.
Yeah, no, that's a Nintendix. So while Nintendix has appeared with some sort of string, this is what was found. I don't know what that is. Does I don't know if you know, Jax, just jump into a
It's
chat. If you can. Who cares?
it's stuff that was found in the Tor data mine.
Ah,
Yeah, it went up just as I was like getting ready like to finish my article, which always fucking happens because like finally enough with the Sonic stuff. Sega's Japanese Twitter said like a couple of hours ago there's gonna be something Sonic related tomorrow. So
they're gonna publicly execute him.
well, yeah, I mean Mario had his execution, so I guess it's Sonic's turn.
Yeah. Was there anything else in regards to your blog posts, your leaks that anybody really wanted to talk about? You or anybody in the chat? I'm just curious.
Okay, I'll drop a little scoop for
no.
your viewers.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
Here it comes.
Sonic 3, there will be changes to the music.
Will it be the PC music or completely new?
It seems like it's going to be like the beta music, which I guess is the PC music. That's what
Yeah,
it seems
yeah.
like to me.
Music.
I'm
Yeah.
still not 1,000% sure, but that seems to be the case.
People
of what's
are
going on.
I'm fine
people
with that.
people would be mixed
Like,
about
that
that.
music's actually more fitting for Sonic. To be honest
If
with you.
they because they found the
I was
prototype.
telling Colin-
Because
I was
they
telling
found the
Colin this. So
Oh.
apparently,
I'm
the
muted on
how the
Discord.
story goes is Michael Jackson's dad kicked the bucket a couple years ago,
Mhm.
as it were.
Joe Jackson, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ripping
and-
Chris.
That somebody took over the estate after that, and that's what seemed to have gotten talks going again. From what I
That
understand.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so the prototype, when they found the prototype, it was all the PC music, but on the Genesis, so it sounded really good.
Mhm.
I think the only song that's worse in the prototype is Ice Cap Zone. That's
Hell
the
yeah.
only loss.
Yes.
That's the only
Hell
loss.
100%.
Yeah, and I know Colin was saying that the composer or one of them.
Yeah, Brad
yeah.
Buxer's also been a little iffy about the whole thing too. I
Brad
think it's just
Buxer was the Ice Cap Zone guy.
Yeah.
When the arguments, like the disputes about Sonic 3 were breaking out, he just released the fucking demo song that Ice Cap Zone was taken from.
Yeah, Hard Times.
Yeah,
that's the song.
and put like a song from Sonic 3 just as a big fucking middle finger to Sega, like, you can't stop me. This is my song.
yeah. And it's like it's I assume the real issue with all that is that, like, because even though Brad Buxer is credited in Sonic 3 as being a composer, I imagine he's seen like zero royalties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
That's
from
the
what I
only reason that's
understand,
happened.
they didn't pay any of them. From what I understand,
Yeah.
yeah, not even Mike, not even MJ. Didn't seem like they paid him either. It just seemed like the time was up, and they were like, okay, well, we don't see much value in this old ass game. I guess we're not gonna pay them.
It was
Yeah.
it's fucking wild how shit from Sonic 3 has just bleeded into like MJ's stuff over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Apparently, Joe Jackson, when he was still living, like apparently he threatened them multiple times when they thought about like releasing it. Apparently,
Yeah, that sounds
as
about
the
right.
quote goes, is like
It's funny
is
because I feel like
you,
if no one made the connection in their brain, like, oh yeah, Ice Cap Zone does kind of sound a bit like Smooth Criminal. Like, if no one ever made that connection, like, no, this wouldn't have happened.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it was like some old documentary from like 2005 or something. I think.
Yeah, it's an old YouTube video that just like blew up.
The
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal thing is totally wrong though, because now
Yeah,
we
it is.
know
It
what
is-
is actually from. Now the credits theme in Stranger in Moscow, that's legit.
Yeah, or Jam. Jam is
Yeah,
the,
Jam is
the
also
big
in there.
one.
Also, the boss theme has his scream in there.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on, yeah, that.
It's
Oh, yeah,
okay.
and
The
Knuckles-
Sonic
and
and
Knuckles'
Knuckles boss
theme.
theme's better anyway.
Yeah, and Knuckles' theme literally has the drum loop from Blood on the Dance Floor.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah, even the Sonic and Knuckles version has it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I'm pretty sure. I think, from what I understand, I think Angel Island, Hydrocity, or Hydrocity, I don't know what the fuck you say it.
Hydro.
I think
It's Hydro City.
Hydro City.
The
okay.
Japanese name is Hydro City.
And Marble Garden, they should be fine. But yeah, Ice Cap, Launch Base, Carnival Night, those all bye bye. From what I understand, like also Carnival Night uses that circus thing. What is it? Entrance of the Gladiators, also or something.
I
Yeah.
find it
Part of the
really
lighting,
funny
it's
how
another good one.
that thing is a problem with Sonic 3 because I know it's like actual composers who made it and that's why the rights disputes are there, but like Sonic 1 contains a lot of songs that are just direct ripoffs of other songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
There's
literally,
tons of that shit in like 80s and 90s anime.
Oh my god,
yes.
fucking Marble Zone from Sonic 1 is just like a song called like Music to Watch the Girls Go By or some shit. Also, my cat's here. Oh no.
Oh, there's a I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, know about like the long running manga series Golgo 13.
Yes.
And
It's the longest running manga series ever. Yeah.
Yep, it only paused because of COVID.
Gotta go,
And-
BRB. Gotta get my cat out of here.
Okay. And there's like an animated movie from like the late 80s, early 90s, and that movie kind of sucks, but it's also like the best thing ever. But the opening theme song is like without a doubt, it's just Call on Me from Blondie. Like it's like without a doubt, like it's uncanny. It's like they couldn't try any hard. Like it might as well just be a cover of Call on Me by Blondie.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Z Kai, where the composer, whatever, I think it's Kenji Yamamoto, he literally just stole shit from like Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, all that
Yeah.
stuff, and he did a terrible
There-
job of hiding it.
There's a song in the Ninja Gaiden arcade game, and I put a link to it in the chat here, in like the actual YouTube chat, called "I Am Man." That is literally Black Sabbath Iron Man. Like it's hilarious. It's
Wow.
like yeah, like take a second to listen to it. It's amazing.
Can't wait to buy this like on vinyl.
And it's weird because the Sonic 1 and 2 composer, he's like a big musician. Like Dreams Come True is like a huge band in Japan. So that's like really weird.
Yeah. I am redacted man. Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, it is funny because we were in a Discord call, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if they just remade Sonic 3, but they just like changed the music? It's like just so like they remade it just so they can change the music, and then you just followed up with, yeah, that's what they're doing. I was like, what?
Essentially, yes.
I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
did I crack the code? Did I figure it
Listen.
out? Uh-oh. Did we lose?
Hello?
No one. Oh, there we go.
I'm fine. Yeah, sorry.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Hello.
I know people also want to know about Fire Emblem. Like I said, everything I know. Like apparently it's almost done. Intelligence systems. This seems to be. I mean, the fans seem to think this is
Genealogy of the Holy War?
the incest one, right? Yeah, that's what the people call it, the incest one.
It's the no, get it right. You gotta be more specific. It is the NTR incest one.
Ooh.
I always said when because there's that point of time where everybody was trying to make a new fantasy series, and there's like it's like Game of Thrones just because Game of Thrones was popular. That's how they would introduce
Right.
it. And that was when Netflix had the rumored Zelda series, which we found out kind of happened before, was in the process of happening before those leaks. And they described it as it's like Game of Thrones, and I'm like, if you're gonna make any Nintendo property into something like Game of Thrones, you do Fire Emblem because it already has warring houses and incest, so you're almost there.
Essentially, yes.
You don't even have to change much for that. With Legend of Zelda, you've got to do some wild shit to change the tone in that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like even at that time, I know. I just feel like Miyamoto would have had his hands all into that if that had happened.
Not
You
even
know, it's
just
like the Mario
Miyamoto,
movie.
like Aonuma would have his hands up in there
Yes.
too.
Yeah. Like the Mario movie, we still don't really know anything about it, but it seems like they're confident enough in it that they brought the Illumination guy onto their board. So
Incredible.
Yeah.
I guess the real thing is, who are they going to make into the new minions? Is it going to be Toads? Is it going to be Goombas?
Goombas, I can see Goombas because they're just as ugly as
Yeah.
those things.
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
Whoa. It was him doing a Toad voice, but it sounded like a... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. It sounds like a bluebird.
Pretty good
came out of me.
Golem. That's a pretty good Golem impression. There you go.
I can't do the Toad voice. I'm too tired.
Did anyone in the chat have any questions related to anything? Just curious. About
Yeah,
what we're talking about.
anyone want some hot, spicy leaks? Now's your time.
Now's your time. I can clarify something if I need to.
Zippo can announce Geist 2 right now.
Let's go. Like,
Right, let's fucking...
Zippo, I don't
Colin
know if I've
has
ever
his
asked
stream
you about
set
this
for 3
before.
years.
I don't know if I've ever asked you about this before, but I'd like you to ask some of your definitely real Square Enix contacts about the Quiet Man 2. They
I'm
won't
on it.
answer my letters about that. I've been writing them
I'm
every week.
gonna get the actors. I'm gonna see if I can get the actors back because I know,
Oh shit!
like actors friends, like actor
Thanks,
friends,
man.
like us. Yeah, no problem.
I think it's interesting. So what do you know about the Zelda 35th anniversary? Not much. Right? Is that
Not
happening?
much besides, yeah, like that. Like obviously Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. Those are definitely happening.
Do you think it's going to be a 2-pack, or you think that's?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-pack. I'm gonna go like $30. I don't think Nintendo themselves can justify Twilight Princess and Wind Waker being $60 in 2020.
Fresh insider A Shadowlink here with a report saying Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are coming. Like, I don't know how, but they are. I don't think they're gonna be like a physical bundle, but they're coming to the Switch.
I can corroborate on that because I've heard like murmurs, but I don't. But the thing is, like you, I don't know what the method will be.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's just gonna be like Nintendo Switch Online, but you know.
Yeah,
I just want to mention a couple things in the chat. We did talk about Metroid 2D. Nan said, "I'm curious how the 505 publisher thing affects its chances." No, it won't,
No,
because
it won't.
because by now it's probably done.
It's
Because
done.
I mean, the
I
the
can tell
rumors
you
were
it's
that the game
finished.
was basically done last year anyway.
Yeah, it's done.
But
Yeah,
also Mercury Steam is not a small company.
No.
The Switch is a weird platform because Nintendo's been shitting on what? Nintendo's been sitting on shit for a while. Like they finish games and they just they sit on them.
Yeah, I can tell you that. Like 3D World was done. 3D World was done for a year.
Skyward Sword,
sure.
I'm pretty sure that's been done for like 2 years.
Yeah,
we've
we
known
talked
about it.
we talked about that in the back.
We've
like,
known
in the
about it since like
background for
2018.
Yeah,
yeah,
we have.
Do you think the Switch Pro will be at E3?
No, I think it's gonna get its own thing.
They don't really
after.
announce. They
will
don't really
announce that like two months before it comes out, like or a month before it comes out, literally. Yeah.
Oh, announcement wise, no, not really. Like, will the 505 thing like affect the chances of it being announced, or like when it's announced? I doubt it.
No,
I doubt it. No.
What about the new Mario Kart? We were just talking about it. Apparently, like, Zippo is hearing that it's not a direct sequel.
He's also not sure if it's like new content for 8 or a new game, direct sequel.
Yeah.
He's not sure what form it's in. He just knows that a Mario Kart thing is being worked on.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no knowledge at all, but I'm feeling some sort of DLC that's chunky, like almost like an expansion pack.
Yeah, like they could do it because they did do that with like New Leaf all those years ago. Remember?
Yeah,
Where they released a giant expansion. They could do something.
They also like spontaneously released a Link skin out of nowhere, so like updating 8 Deluxe out of nowhere doesn't seem out of the question.
Yeah, I can also actually say that at E3 because apparently there's like some data. Like apparently it seems like they might be announcing like some Animal Crossing expansion soon as well.
I guess the only thing we haven't talked about Nintendo-wise that you brought up was Fire Emblem, and I'm like, whatever, Fire Emblem.
I mean, of course. I know people are wondering Breath of the Wild 2. I said,
not this year.
Not this year.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's going to be at E3.
I think it will be at E3. I think you will get footage for the first time, but I don't. I think all they're going to say is 2022. That's my rate on that.
I'm always curious
it's not
about
coming
Bayonetta.
This year. Not at all.
I feel like Bayonetta more Bayonetta news could come literally anytime.
Yeah.
Like,
we know stuff about Bayonetta. Do we want to talk about that?
Yes.
You can go ahead, dude.
Okay. Bayonetta 3 restarted development to the surprise of no one. Like,
yes,
2019.
They Metroid Prime forward that shit from
Okay, so everybody knows that the director of Bayonetta 2 left Platinum early 2019, and it's very, very likely that they were doing Bayonetta 3 also.
Yes.
And without them at the helm, they had to restart. So it restarted 2019. I don't know what the fuck Kamiya's talking about, saying it's going well and there's no problems, but
it's a bunch of lies, like literally. Yeah.
Bayonetta. I feel like we'll get Metroid Prime 4 before Bayonetta.
Yes, at this point. And also I think I wouldn't be surprised if Kamiya is directing it himself now. I would not be surprised.
Are you sure about that?
And I know
he's making.
I know he hates directing sequels.
He's making that off-brand Ultraman game.
Yeah, could he do both? Do you think he has the energy to do both?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I also
Kamiya's never done 2 projects at once.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I also don't know what's going on with Babylon's Fall. I also think that might also be in trouble.
Platinum's a fucking mess. Like,
yes,
they took half a decade to make their most mediocre original game, Astral Chain.
Yes, Vanquish is still their best game, by the way.
I like Astral Chain, but I'm not getting into that.
Astral Chain has a lot of problems, and it's a game that should not have taken half a decade to fucking make.
Yes, like essentially, like it's not. I mean, the combat system isn't that complex, you know.
When Nintendo spontaneously took Astral Chain away from Platinum, that's when I knew some shit was up with that game.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's like originally it was like, yeah, we co-own it with Nintendo. We probably have to go through them if we want to do anything with it. And then like earlier this year, they're like, yeah, Nintendo owns Astral Chain completely. So it's like, oh, the game was moderately successul.
Yeah. I mean,
take it away
more
from
than
Platinum.
Bayonetta, I guess.
Take it away from Platinum.
Yeah, like I
Yeah, I called Astral Chain mediocre. I've got a video about it. It's on this channel. I don't like it.
I'm of the opinion that Platinum has probably put out more misses than they have hits.
Yeah,
You know?
now I'm sure about that. Like Platinum, their good games are few and far between. I'm gonna be fucking honest.
Yes, like their licensed games besides Transformers is horrible. Like, they're all horrible. That core game sucks.
Transformers is such a weird fucking game because like
Yeah,
the combat system's just Bayonetta.
essentially, yes.
That's the only reason it's good. That's the only reason it's good.
It's good because of the presentation.
The presentation
I do.
is,
Yeah, I do like the presentation.
It's better than the other licensed games, but it's not amazing.
Are there any other questions in the chat? Like anything?
Well, there was Nan was asking, like, will the Switch Pro be delayed to launch with Breath of the Wild 2? The Switch Pro is like a fucking anomaly of itself.
Yes,
because
I'm not.
We're
sure
getting
about
like completely. I've been meaning to talk about this for so goddamn long. We're getting such like there's like two warring factions in regards to the Switch Pro. You're either team data mining or you're team industry insider.
Oh
like,
no! Oh no!
because-
This team real or fake?
Jesus. Because on one hand, the data mine of the Switch OS says, yeah, there's a new console. We'll probably have a new screen, but it uses the same chip.
One second.
Oh.
Xenoblade Cross is never being re-released.
Yeah.
That's it.
But the data mine
Will one day.
says same chip, but like newer console, newer screen, new dock. The new dock seems to be the real big one. Maybe even Bluetooth audio. Who fucking knows? But the industry insiders are the ones saying, new screen, new dock, new hardware, and software exclusive. So it's bizarre. It's like there's no like correlation between the two.
Exclusive games.
Stop calling it Pro and start calling it just a new console.
New Nintendo Switch. Yeah, the exclusive games thing is the one that's tripping me up.
Yeah.
Cause like I get updating it for, native 4K display, like not the games running on 4K, but
just having a 4K
outputting in 4K. I get that. That's smart. And like there's a chip shortage, so they got to use a new chip. I get that. But like enough of an upgrade for there to be exclusive games is wild.
I can tell you this: there will be no exclusive. At least first party wise, there will be no exclusive games.
No, they've been talking. Well, I thought there was rumblings of one. Like one.
I haven't heard it.
Well, Nate,
I haven't heard anything.
I believe Nate said it wouldn't. It like he knows of one, but it's not first party.
Okay, I know. I heard about
First
third party,
party
but I thought
wise,
somebody said
yeah.
one first party game.
Nate, if you're listening to this and I'm wrong, please let me know. But
add us on Twitter and call us bitches.
Yeah, DM, get back to us in the DMs. Please. It is funny because in regards to the chip shortage, that's apparently like, I guess I will mention this. I've been told that this is like really strange. Someone told me this like this crazy wackadoodle story that may or may not be true because there's like a lot of like context evidence based on different news reports from throughout the previous months. But I've heard someone tell me that Nintendo was in like starting production of a Switch Pro using like the same Marico chip that's in the V2 and the Lite. And they were starting production on that late last year. But there's a potential interruption with Nvidia apparently just deciding to up and quit TMSC, who primarily makes like all of their stuff, because damn, they really want to get them GeForce, cards out, but they can't because of the chip shortage and TMFC like upping their prices. So part of this rumor is that the main reason why there's going to be a Switch Pro with a new chip is because Nvidia is just jumping ship to another manufacturer to just make a whole new chip anyway, and going, yeah, you're just gonna have to drop the Tegra X1. Sorry. And like, if that's true, I guess that's a pretty justifiable reason. But
Yeah.
goddamn, Nintendo would never work with Nvidia ever again.
Yeah,
like,
that's like
that is some bridge burning shit if I've
that's
ever
a
heard it.
giant betrayal.
Yeah. And I also like just don't know if I believe it because OS 12.0 came out and there's still no new mentions of like more RAM or a new Marico chip, and these things would be in the OS because the OS is shared between both the retail units and the development kits. Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions from the chat? If not, we're going to start wrapping things up.
I have a question from me.
Oh, yeah.
Zippo,
Okay.
Zippo said more 99 games. What 99 game would you guys like?
Good question. Give me. Actually, I'm gonna do a fun one. Give me Urban Champion 99. That'd be some crazy shit.
I think Balloon Fight 99 would be pretty.
That one I can totally see. I can totally see.
Donkey Kong 40.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think that one's probably gonna happen. I can see that one.
I think WarioWare 99 makes a lot of sense, but it's you would have to limit the number of mini games. So I don't know.
Right.
That would be Kino, though.
Yeah, it would be the best one, obviously.
Donkey Kong 94,
Nothing about
99
Smash. Nothing
would
about
be
Smash. There's nothing
fucking
about
great
Smash.
with all those
God.
like backflips and shit.
I was telling Colin this. What would be a crazy twist if the Donkey Kong 2D game was actually a remake of Donkey Kong 94?
God, hell yeah.
I'd be all about it. I know Donkey Kong fans would cope and seethe. Like, the DKC fans would lose their shit, but I don't care.
No, that's
like
fine.
I'm yes.
Yeah, Donkey Kong 94 is the best
absolute
Donkey Kong
Kino.
game. It's the best.
Traveler asks, what about a new mainline Mario game?
Not this year. No. Like it's,
Mentioned
yeah.
in the post, but it's very obvious that they're making a follow-up to Odyssey. Odyssey is the best performing 3D Mario game ever.
By a lot.
by far.
By a lot. So like they're definitely making a follow-up to that. They also don't need to worry about 2D Mario anymore because they finally outstretched it with 3D Mario. They don't have to worry about building a bridge between the two fan bases anymore because Odyssey was just that captivating.
Mario U is also selling like a new game, so
yeah.
Yeah, we'll eventually see another 2D Mario. Don't get me wrong, but I think it'll be a while.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever see another Mario Maker game.
No, despite how well 2 has sold, I don't think we'll see another one.
But it didn't sell relative to the Switch install base compared to the
Yes, I think it's like 8
well.
million or something now. Yeah.
I think they might return to the Maker formula at some point in the future, but
I think it would require another console.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure,
Yeah.
at least. It might be in 10 years from now. I'm just saying. I think it's not something that they'll completely abandon, but it'll be a while.
Hey, I have a question.
What you got?
Have you heard anything about Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition?
No, I have not, sadly. I'll check in on that for you, but no, I have not.
Yeah,
Not
because
yet.
like
You know what I totally see though? I can totally see DMC5 Cloud Edition. I can see that.
DMC5 Cloud Edition. Oh god.
I can see
If
that.
that happens,
I can totally see that.
If that happens, I'm going to stream it, and we're going to get like real-time lag on stream. It's going to be great.
Oh,
It's going to be more stable than me streaming the PC version.
You know, I just got like I was on like the Nintendo Switch Reddit, and they were like, Hitman 3 Cloud Edition on Nintendo Switch upgraded to have 720p 60 FPS mode, and I'm just like, it's what? It's like, it's a cloud game. Why do you have to it's running on a PC? What are you doing?
Why was it not at that before?
Why is it still 720p? Why not 1080? It's a fucking PC game.
There's no 2D Zelda game.
No, probably not. Like, I think my guess is like they're probably remaking the Oracle games, but that isn't going to be for a while.
Not yet. No, they definitely haven't started that. I don't think, because Rezo's not a very big company.
Yeah, I think Miitopia is what you get for this year.
Yeah. Ready for Sonic's 30th anniversary. I'm excited for
Sonic
you
1 to 3 again.
You said a while ago that it's going to be the mobile versions of 1 and 2. So
Right.
That's going to
Seems
be
like
great
it.
to not have on a phone, because I have a fucking story about that. So like
I'm excited.
the mobile
Castlevania.
versions for Sonic 1 and 2 came out. They're great. They're the best versions of those games.
Absolutely.
They got upgraded, downgraded to Sega's dumbass like
Sega Forever.
free to play Sega Forever service. And the thing was, I bought those games before that happened. You have the option to pay for them to get rid of ads. I already paid for them. They have ads, and I can't get rid of them now.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I say fuck them. Just download an AppK. Well, fuck them. If they're just gonna do that, just fuck them. Yeah.
Is the mobile version of CD on there too?
I haven't been told yet, but I assume it is, but I haven't been told that yet.
That would be a safe bet. I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet.
That's also the best version of CD. It's the only version of CD that's good.
Good, yes. I wanna. I'm still looking into it. I want to say I'm not sure yet. Like I'm still. I'm predicting Pocket Adventure will probably be there.
Pocket Adventure would be based.
I don't call it. Yeah,
that's a
Call
game.
I don't see Pocket Adventure being on there because SNK is doing their own little shenanigans with the Neo Geo
Is
Pocket
Pocket
stuff.
Adventure on there though?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
That's a prediction for me.
But their first collection was called Volume 1.
Haitani, CD, the PS3 version of Sonic CD is the mobile version.
Yeah, it was made specifically for like multi-platform.
Yeah. It's just Sonic 1 and 2 never left mobile until now.
Well, except for the Amazon Fire versions.
Yeah, and it's weird because they just got decompiled on the PC. So now you can run...
Yeah, you can play them on your Vita.
Yes, literally.
You can play them on
Sega has the worst timing with this shit.
You could play them on the Wii U. Assuming somebody's put it on there.
I think somebody has them on the Switch already. I think.
Well, that's obvious, but I hope somebody ports them to the Wii U. just for the sake of it, you know. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm done.
Man, I really want more stuff ported on the Wii U. I love ports. Collections and ports.
I like Pocket Adventure. I think that's a cute game. I really like how Eggman goes from being his Genesis version to donning the Sonic Adventure 1 outfit in the final boss. It's really good. It's really good.
I really like Pocket Adventure. But yeah, like the Neo Geo Pocket Color Collection they released like a month and a half ago is like, it's titled Volume 1. And there's only like 30 games on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. So like I'm pretty sure like Collection 2 is gonna have fucking like Neo Turf Masters and Pac-Man
well,
and
the thing about SNK though is that their company, all right. I feel like they can probably I feel like Sega can just go, no, we're releasing it ourselves, and SNK will just have to go like, okay.
well, they got Capcom's permission for the Capcom v SNK stuff on there. So
that's fair. But also, Sega is a bit more willing to throw their weight around.
Yeah. Oh, two other things I will say. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I won't. Maybe. It'd be hilarious if they threw Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 on there. That would be fucking hysterical.
Master System Sonic games, and I'd like them to be more widely available.
I'll just answer the question because I've seen you post it twice. Vehicle class you choose for Smash Kart. I don't want there to be Smash Kart, but if I can pick the fucking horse, just fucking ram into people with Epona on a goddamn kart track, that'd be really funny.
Oh man, yeah. Also, it appears because there's already data in the PS5. It seems like there's gonna be a Sonic Forces remaster. Yes, for some unholy reason. Yes.
I feel sorry. I feel so sorry for the people who don't keep up with this stuff and think that we're getting a new game for the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, but you know what? You're getting something. What do you guys think we're getting for the Castlevania 35th anniversary, huh?
Okay, we got that Dreamcast game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got a week of a Dreamcast game and the last season of a TV show that just happened to be coming out this year.
They
did say the Castlevania collection was Volume 1. Spazzy, I don't want to get your hopes up. I can see them like porting the GBA games. I
would love that. I don't believe
the GBA, the DS games, and give us fucking Adventure Rebirth. It's gone. You got to bring it back.
Rebirth is such a good classic Castlevania. And,
yes, it is,
and no one can play it.
Yeah, Rebirth. I like that the adventure game that's good is on the first collection, but I don't like that the adventure game that's not good that has a remake that makes it good isn't there. So
many anniversaries that I feel like nothing is happening for, but
a lot of anniversaries happening this year.
Tomb Raider, Crash, Dragon Quest, Street Fighter, Resident Evil,
Crash
Halo.
got a funeral, so I mean that's a pretty good way to honor the franchise.
I'm just saying off the top of my head, Metroid. There are a ton of anniversaries.
It's the anniversary of the mysterious Murasame Castle. We're not getting anything from that.
It's
this year.
30 years of F-Zero.
Make me laugh.
30 years of F-Zero, guys.
It's the 25th anniversary of Crash, but it's the 2-year anniversary of Warzone, which is clearly more important in the eyes of Activision.
Yeah, I get a little tired with Zelda fans complaining about the anniversary because you're just comparing it literally to Mario. Every other game.
My dude, F-Zero was last year.
Yeah, it was. I think I got that wrong. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But not in the West. This year for America, which is the only region that matters. So,
damn, you're right.
Yeah, there's a lot of anniversaries. Like Pokemon's obviously big.
Wait a fucking
Sonic.
second. The Zelda anniversary is still going off the Japanese release date. I pumped my shotgun at you.
Oh no. Well, it doesn't matter. We're getting Breath of the Wild too, so who the fuck
next year?
Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. That's what
SMT.
I agree with Sean from RGT. I think they're gonna try and get Zelda out before the end of the fiscal year. That's what I'm thinking.
SMT's next year, but SMT 5 is probably gonna be this year.
We know there's a Dragon Quest thing in 2 weeks. My prediction for that. My prediction, because it seems like this has gone around some places. I think there's going to be a Dragon Quest 3 remake.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to E3 because I know at least 2 games I care about are going to be there.
Yeah.
Fucking No More Heroes 3 and SMT 5. I can't wait.
I make jokes about ports, but I literally want more collections on the Switch.
Yes,
I
said, I'm super excited for the Sonic Collection just because you have more legacy games.
People talk about the Square stuff that's not on the Switch. So from the Super Nintendo era, you have your Final Fantasies and your Chrono Triggers and what have you. But like Enix stuff, we're devoid of Dragon Quest 5 and 6,
Yes.
of ActRaiser, of Illusion of Gaia, of Terranigma.
Terranigma, exactly. I want Terranigma super bad.
Soul Blazer. I love Evo: The Search for Eden, Paladins, because like Enix had so much stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
where's the fucking Live Alive thing?
Where's Parasite Eve? Like, come on.
I feel like with Square Enix that they're a lot less kind to the Enix properties.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Like fucking Fortune Street ended abruptly, and it only got brought back for the goddamn anniversary of Final Fantasy. Like, come on.
I can't see Chrono Trigger. I can't just. It seems like Chrono Trigger is in some licensing hell right now.
It's weird.
I'm not sure what's up with the Kingdom Hearts collection. Too. Like the Kingdom Hearts collection, aside from like the one that's on Unreal 4 that is like a prequel to 3, like that could be on the Switch, and I'm not sure why. That's
I can see. I can definitely see 1.5 and 2.5. Those I can totally see happening.
You boot up the Aqua game on the Switch version, and it's like connecting you to the cloud server.
Guys, we're forgetting it's the 15th anniversary of one of the most successful Nintendo IPs of all time, bar none, Wii Sports.
Yep.
Somebody brought up Third Birthday in the chat. And
oh god, just kill it with fire.
I'm not sure what happened to Parasite Eve, because a lot of people don't know this, but like, it's not based on a novel. The first game is a sequel to the novel. It was Square Enix original. The original author didn't even know what was happening in it until it came out. Like, it was legit like a Square Enix IP, just with other people's characters. And like it went to shit with the sequel, and they didn't like have the original writer on the sequel at all, like aside from like a supervisory role, and I'm not sure why they did that. That franchise went to shit so fast. It's unbelievable how mismanaged that was.
Yeah, didn't Tabata direct the Third Birthday?
Of course he fucking did.
Yeah, of course he
makes all of Square Enix's bad games.
Yes. I tried to play that. That's another game I tried this week. Final Fantasy 15 I tried, wasn't happening. Like the combat is just bad.
Just hold the button
the way
until you win. Just hold the button.
There's
it's bad.
Like the friends are telling me, oh, it gets good like 20 hours in. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
My favorite part about Final Fantasy 15 is when it cuts to a CGI movie during the story abruptly, and then it cuts back to like in-game cinematics of just some dude standing in a room being like, oh, this horrible thing happened. Oh no.
Yeah,
that game's such a fucking mess.
Yes. I see why they went back to 7, because their whole multimedia project with 15 failed. Yes. Like it failed miserably.
Oh my god. I feel like 15 would have been better if they didn't spontaneously reassign Nomura, because he had to leave that game abruptly, because not only was he making Kingdom Hearts 3, he got assigned the director role for Final Fantasy VII Remake without him realizing.
Literally. I think, what's his name? The original director told him, it's like, oh, I thought you knew you were a director. He's like, no, nobody said anything.
He was like really confused why people kept coming to him to ask for his opinion on things. Square Enix is a fucking Square
It's
Enix can
it's
be
a
really
mess.
funny sometimes.
Yeah, and it's funny because he's not even directing the next episode or like any more of them. It's like a different guy now.
I don't know if I did this on this show, but I blamed Nomura for the direction of remake, like the story. And I found out after the fact that he was trying to get it back on track.
Yes, it was. Pretty sure it was Soejima. I believe his name is.
No,
it wasn't Soejima.
Soejima is the Persona artist.
No, Nojima. I forget what his
Nojima.
name is.
Yeah, it's Nojima.
Nojima. Yeah, Nojima.
Yeah, he's the
Pretty
guy.
sure he did the
He's the
scenario.
guy who's been systematically fucking Final Fantasy VII since it came out.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, fun fact for the chat. He also did the scenario for Kingdom Hearts 1 and the Subspace Emissary.
Yep. It's he's got a wild portfolio of
of clear linear storytelling that makes absolute sense.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, gamers, let's wrap this up.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
reaching the end. All right. So
We're well past the end.
we're well past the end. I don't have the up-to-date end screen because I'm irresponsible, but I'm going to play whatever I have on here
Ooh.
anyway. Thank you all
Epic.
for supporting us by watching our videos and, chatting. We really appreciate everyone who watches our videos.
And thank you, chat. Thank you for everybody who's listened to my nonsense, who's gone to the blog, who's read everything. Thank you so
Mhm.
much for all of you. You've all been super cool. Thank you.
We'll have
Zippo.
Zippo on after E3, so if he's wrong, you can
Yes.
yell at him.
Yeah, we
yes,
can yell at
rake
him.
me over the coals. Go ahead.
Zippo's blog spot is in the description if y'all want to read his postings. He's on our Discord. We have a Discord that's in the description too.
You can hang out if you want.
As I said earlier, our fellow staff member Triss
Or our
lost
former staff member, but he's still a friend.
our former staff member, fellow friend.
Yes.
lost their house to a fire.
A friend to all the children, much like Gamera.
A friend to all the lovely boys and girls out there. They I always fuck that up. I'm so sorry. They lost their home in a fire, and they have a fundraiser going to help recover. That is in the description. If y'all can donate to that, it would help a lot. If y'all can spread the GoFundMe or retweet his their tweet about it, that would help too. Every little cent or dollar that goes that way is a big help.
Yeah, if you can't donate, at least spread the word, please.
Yeah, spread the word. Thank you all for watching. Sorry I've been awkward. I'll get sleep before the next one I'm on, hopefully.
Please.
No more Donkachinos for A Shadow Link. I hope you all have a lovely day. And thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.